this thing going. Oh, shoot. I just killed it by accident. I don't know what that was up. Oh, no, there. Okay, let's do this. Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
Try to get everybody loaded in here. Got a few more people joining.
I can't because she's an idiot.
I think I'm going to mute everybody for now. All right. Okay. And then Lee Van is, I'm sorry, Mr. Richardson's coming on. Says joining. Okay, let's see. You have any problems? Mr. Richardson's having problems.
Mr. Looney only has one.
Yeah, I saw him. I thought I'd take him.
And
Take
then
him
maybe
first.
we'll see who's over in the annex, because not in the annex, in the assembly room.
Okay.
So they don't get too many people in there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, there we go. Hold on. Della, I need to unmute. Okay, Della, you there? Can you unmute? I don't see her. Okay. Let's unmute a few people.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, good. You're there. All right. Now, see, Mr. Richardson is, oh, he's trying. He's trying to come on. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and call the probation docket today. First of all, I need to make the announcement that this hearing is being conducted on the Zoom teleconference application, COVID-19, also being broadcast live on the 506 YouTube channel. So we'll kind of get started. I see Mr. Looney. You're present today. I assume you only have the one matter. Is that correct?
I do.
Okay.
Zamora.
What's your client's name?
Regilio Zamora.
Zamora. Okay. Okay. All
Judge,
right.
can you hear me, Judge?
I can't.
You cannot?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I would just wanted court to note that I'll be covering for Robert Cardenas when his name comes up.
That'll work. All right.
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Rentos. Thank you. Okay. And who's the prosecutor on Mr. Zamora? Okay. Yeah. If you go ahead and unmute.
That's me, Judge.
Okay. There you are, Ms. Hudspeth. Okay, Ms. Hudspeth, what's the status? What's up?
Probation.
Okay.
Judge, we are suggesting that we amend Mr. Zamora's conditions to include a $500 probation fine and just allow him to continue on probation. He has been on a pending motion since September of 2019.
Okay. I see, looking at the notes here from Judge McKeag, there was a DWI that was dismissed and defendant was in possession, I guess, at marijuana. Trying to read his writing here.
Your Honor,
What's your, go ahead, Mr. Looney.
what happened on the marijuana was in November, somehow there was a positive marijuana test by urine. We have subsequently sent him out in December for a hair follicle test, which would certainly cover the November time period. And it's negative, and I haven't had a chance to get it to anybody yet, but I've got it.
Okay. So you heard Miss Lacey's, what she's wishing for. Did you have a talk? I mean, Ms. Hudspeth, have y'all spoken about this or?
We haven't, Judge, and right now my thoughts are I want to go forward with a motion to adjudicate guilt. While his case in Harris County has been dismissed, they have reserved the right to refile it. They didn't dismiss it because of no probable cause or anything like that. I have continued this defendant on probation in the past, and he picked up that DWI in Harris County. So at this point, I don't feel comfortable letting him continue on probation. I would like to move forward with a motion to adjudicate guilt, and Mr. Looney and I could get together and discuss anything else to see if it'll change my mind.
Okay. Mr.
Your
Looney.
Honor, if we could reset this for 30 days and give me time to get this hair follicle test to them and go over a couple of other matters, we may be able to resolve it without necessity of setting a hearing.
Are you fine with that, Ms. Hudspeth? And then we can at that time set it for pretrial or
I am, Judge. I'm actually working on getting the evidence and stuff from Harris County for the Harris County case.
Okay, so we'll reset it for status, and then at that point, if you guys still are in agreement, we'll set it for pretrial at that point. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. February 18th, 1:30.
At 9.
Okay, I'm sorry. February 18th at 9 o'clock. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right. You may be excused, Mr. Looney. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me make a quick note real quick, guys. Okay, anybody else here, an attorney that's not on the appointment list that only has 1 or 2 clients?
Good morning, Judge. This is Sylvia Cedillo. I have Mr. Burgess.
Hi, Ms. Cedillo. How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Burgess. Let me find it.
This,
That's Nathan Bentley Burgess.
yes, sir. And
Is
he is here with us.
Oh, he's with you? Okay.
No, I mean, he's on the Zoom with us.
He's on Zoom. Let me see if I can find Mr. Burgess. Hold on.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay.
Yes,
good
I am.
deal. All right. Let me find your information here. Okay. Who's the prosecutor on this?
That would be me, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Dotson. Yeah. Okay. Bring me up to speed if you can.
Mr. Burgess was otherwise doing well on probation. I was updated on his fines and fees. The primary issue has been his continued use of marijuana since last June or July. He's continually used marijuana. He was sent to IOP. I think previously and he indicated at one point to his Fort Bend CSCD officer that he had no intention of stopping the use of marijuana. Ms. Cedillo indicated to me in her last email that he's taken steps to self-correct. I would like to see a drug test. And I think last discussion, if he, wasn't, last time we had him on docket, I think our discussion last time was if he didn't self-correct, we were going to look to sending him to safety.
Okay.
Judge, his most recent drug test was conducted on December 2nd. And he signed an admission with Fort Bend County to the use of marijuana. So he's still continuing to use, and we do have record from his counselor at intensive outpatient that he does not desire to quit.
Yes, actually, I recant all that statement. I've been recanted that statement.
You've been recanted that statement. You're saying that that's not true?
Yes, those statements are not. Those statements at the time were made like when I was under mental duress and stuff. And yes, I've made corrections to my behavior, and I'm going to therapy right now.
Okay.
And I've
Hold on.
tested
Let me-
in last few.
Hold on, Mr. Burgess. Let's let your attorney speak for you, okay? Ms. Cedillo, would you kind of bring me up to speed from your side?
Right. One of the things that that we've had to deal with Mr. Burgess is Mr. Burgess is diagnosed with Asperger's, ADHD, and has had a long history of that through school and just through his adulthood. And you know, he is, as Mr. Dodson said, he is doing otherwise very well with his conditions of probation. Early December, when we met, and I was not aware of the December 2nd, but I said, you've got to, you know, really do some, you know, behavior therapy. And he has been seeing a counselor almost weekly since December. So, you know, that's where we are. And,
Okay. Real quick, Ms. Hudspeth, or I'm sorry, Mr. Dodson, you said the test was in November that he failed?
It was
He's
December
continually
2nd.
failed.
I'm sorry. It was Miss Lacey.
Yes.
When did he fail the test?
December 2nd was the last drug test.
Okay. And Miss Cedillo, when did you come on the case?
probably around November. But it was in December that I found someone who could take him. You know, he works at Dairy Queen, so it's not like he's got a lot of money and he has to pay out of pocket for his services. But I, in fact, personally visited with the licensed professional counselor, and he has been seeing him steadily.
Okay.
And
And
so
when did-
I personally would like to see what another drug test would come up with in terms of any changes in behavior. But that was started in December, and I confirmed that with his counselor.
Okay. And you might have asked Mr. Burgess a couple questions about the counseling?
Okay,
Yes.
Judge, thank you.
You started in December. You've been going regularly on the counseling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand that how serious this is? Because we're looking at possibly some type of safety. Can you do this on your own, in your opinion? Do you think you can get over this problem on your own?
Yes, sir. Because I have since my last day of use was November 30th, and I wrote that on that statement. And for the last few times I've been to probation since the second, I've tested clean.
Okay. Is that true, Ms.
Yeah.
Lacey?
He's supervising Fort Bend County, and I don't have record of any test after the 2nd of December, but we can certainly find out.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to reset it one more time so we can find out some of this information. And Mr. Burgess, this is really, really serious. Okay, I want you to understand that. So it's not going to be fun to go to SafeP or even worse if we have to proceed on this. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving you this chance to get things straight. And I know it's hard if you have an addiction. Hopefully you can get over that, but you need to work on it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, when's the,
Do you want to do 30 days or 60?
I'll give you 60 days, okay?
March
Yes, sir.
But it's gonna be March when?
18th.
March 18th, but that's plenty of time to not have any issues. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't come back in here with issues, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Burgess. Is that all you had, Ms. Cedillo?
That's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Burgess, Ms. Cedillo, y'all are both excused.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, any other attorneys that are not on the appointment docket? Okay, let me make some notes here real quick. Okay. All right. Is the jail there? Is the jail there? Can you hear me? Can you unmute? Or do I need to unmute you? Okay. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you unmute? There you are. I think I can hear you. No? Well, let me mute you and unmute you again. Okay, there you go. Can you unmute? No luck? I'm loving technology. Okay. She's going out. All right. Okay. So let's, anybody here that doesn't have an attorney? Well, let me,
Willie Edwards.
okay. What was the name?
Willie Edwards.
Mr. Edwards.
I don't think I have an attorney right now that's logged in with me.
Okay. So what's your situation? Who's the prosecutor on Mr. Edwards?
Judge, he's just here on a show cause hearing.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Edwards, are you going to plan on hiring an attorney?
I'm not sure about that and what's going on with that. I just knew I was supposed to have court.
Do you want a court-appointed attorney?
That'll be fine.
All right. Well, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Everybody's hollering at me, and I'm not snapping to it. Okay. So, what do you want to do? I don't. I think it's. Yeah, probation. Maybe y'all can bring me up to speed because I don't have any paperwork.
Okay, Judge. He has provided proof that he has completed all of his community service
Okay.
through Harris County. However, there is still continued drug use, and he recommends to go into inpatient instead of just doing supportive outpatient.
Okay. So what's your? What
He's also not complying with his medication for anxiety, PTSD, and depression. So we're requesting that he looks into some sort of inpatient treatment. And if he can't find one on his own, then we would like to put him in ISF or safety.
Okay, Mr. Edwards, did you hear what she's saying?
Yeah, but
Is there
with
any
the medication, I have to make. It's not that I'm not trying to take the medication. I have to make an appointment because they so backed up at the HMRA, and so I don't know, like probably at the most, I think I have to go see them on the.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Check my email real quick. Appointment.
Mr. Edwards, what's going on? I can't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
I do. Okay, what's going on? You said that you're
The
trying to.
HMRA, you have to make an appointment.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to make an appointment at your HMRA, and I have an appointment on the 4th, February 4th.
Okay. Back to probation. So when's the last time he tested for marijuana?
He is supervised through Harris County. The last drug test we have record of is from November 24th, and that was for marijuana and PCP.
What was it, November?
November 24th.
And it was PCP?
Yes, and marijuana.
Okay. Mr. Edwards, I think the probation's request that you get some counseling is not that outrageous considering that you're testing with PCP. So do you have the ability to get counseling?
I'm taking ILP and SOP classes, and I've been asking for a counselor, but it's like the probation officer, she's not helping me at all. Like I'm literally having to do everything on my end, look up everything.
Okay, well, it's not really their responsibility. It's because we're talking about you're getting help out in the private world. So you need to kind of step up and do that. But these classes, Miss Lacey, has he given you any proof that he's taken these classes?
We have proof that he was in supportive outpatient, and that counselor was then recommending that he goes into an inpatient treatment.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're
Uh,
willing to give him like 30 days to get into an inpatient program on his own. Otherwise, we would like to place him somewhere.
Okay. Well, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 30 days, Edwards, to find an inpatient place. And I'm going to reset you for 30 days. And that's February 18th at 9 o'clock. And if you don't have something lined up by then, we're going to have some issues. Okay.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
I believe Mr. Cardenas is in the waiting to be let in,
Oh, okay.
and we may have the assembly room at the courthouse
Yeah,
when he
okay.
be let in. And then Ms. Farm got Julia Jesse, and I believe Missy is in the hospital, is what I'm being told.
Okay.
So she asked if we could go ahead and get her taken care of.
Sure. I'm not seeing Mr. Cardenas though.
Okay, he just said that he's in the waiting room.
All right.
Hello?
Okay.
Judge,
Who is it?
Judge, this is Jeanette Parham. May I address the court?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a client that called me at 7:30 this morning. She's in the hospital.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to address her. That's Sheila was just telling me.
Okay.
What's her name? Miss Jessie.
Judge, do you have any objection to me getting her on a speakerphone from my office?
No, that's fine. It's Julia Shanta Jessie. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. Can you hear the phone ringing?
I can.
Miss Jessie, this is Jeanette Parham. Okay. Judge, can you hear her talking?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
The judge is calling your case at this time.
I have in the notes that she was supposed to decide whether to go to Safe P. Is that correct, Ms. Parham?
I believe she's trying to get into Santa Maria. Miss Jessie, how is that going?
It's going okay, but I just came out the hospital. I got real sick. I have like an inflammatory in my stomach.
Okay, but
And
have you been accepted to Santa Maria?
no, ma'am, not yet. I had called, and they had something they had an opening, but I went to the doctor. That one day when I took my mother to the doctor, but she says come when I can.
Okay, so you've received a letter of acceptance. You just haven't gone to Santa Maria yet?
I have not received no letter or anything. She told me verbally.
Okay.
Okay. So is her situation in the hospital, does she know when she might be out?
I believe what she just told me is that she has been released at this point, but she was there overnight.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do because, I don't know who the prosecutor was or maybe probation.
I am.
My understanding, according to the notes here, is that and correct me if I'm wrong, that she was supposed to make a decision about Safe P at this point, or is that?
That's correct, Judge. My recollection and probation can correct us if we're wrong, is
Is
that
that
Santa Maria was not an option at this point, that she was told at the last setting by Judge McKeag that she was to decide whether she was going to safety or not, because she'd been given multiple opportunities to get admitted to Santa Maria and she had not done so. And so he said, you got 30 days to decide whether you want a hearing or you want to go to safety.
okay? That's my understanding, Ms. Parham, according to the notes. So if I'm going to go ahead and set this thing for pretrial.
Well, we're on pre-trial.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll just set it for trial. Yeah. What?
March 11th.
March 11th for bench trial work for you guys?
Yes, Judge.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
All right.
And
March
Judge, if I
11th,
may,
9 o'clock. I'm sorry.
and Judge, if I may, she was supposed to be checking in weekly with Santa Maria, and she has not done so, and that's the reason why we're pushing for the safety part. Because
Okay. I understand. Mr.
hasn't-
Pryor. So Ms. Parham, do you want to ask your client, privately or talk to her about, taking the safe P option or real quick or not?
At this point, with what I'm hearing in her voice and the fact that she's been up all night with whatever this physical emergency was, I think I need to talk to her when she's a little more rested. But between now and March, I'll have an answer for you.
Okay. All right. So, all right, we'll set for bench trial for, what was it again?
March
March
11th.
Okay. All right. She may be excused. Thank you, Ms. Parham. Next
Thank
case,
you, Judge.
we're going to try the assembly room here. I mean, I can find it.
Is that on the third screen from the left?
Right here.
Judge, someone sent in the chat that Mr. Cardenas is in the waiting room.
Yeah, they keep saying that, and I keep looking for him, but he's not appearing on the screen here to let him in. So, but yeah, he's contacted me as well. But everybody that's wanting to be in's in. So
Okay.
we'll just maybe I'll have Sheila try to get in contact with him and try to send another message. In the
I
meantime,
just wasn't sure if you were seeing the chat box or not.
yeah. Actually, I need to look at the chat box. Yeah, I appreciate that. But no, he's not here to let in. So okay. Okay, I'm gonna run to the assembly room real quick. Who's in the assembly room, Adele?
I'm not sure who is in the deputy or the ones in there. I'm not sure who they have.
Yeah. Hey, deputy.
Hey.
Okay, good deal. Who's in the assembly room?
No, who's here first?
Good morning, sir. Your name is?
Toby Color.
Mr. Color. Okay. Let me get to your information here. Okay. Is probation or prosecutor kind of bring me up to speed because there's no notes on this gentleman?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So he is pretty much in complete compliance with his probation, other than being delinquent about $400. However, he did pick up a new offense of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I talked to Mr. Dotson this morning, and we might be interested in extending his probation term. He has until April of 2022 because of his compliance, but I'm not sure what else the state would like to do.
Mr. Dotson, is that what you're wanting to do or?
Yes, Judge. He was otherwise successful on probation. The new offense was indicted. In my opinion, it's a good case. I don't think he's got an attorney on that one yet. So I think what we'd be looking at this point is a reset so he can get legal counsel on that new case, and we can kind of decide where we're going to go from there.
Okay. It works for me. Does that work for you, Mr. Color?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Reset date is going to be March 18th.
Will that be just for the motion to adjudicate, or will that also be for the new case that's pending?
That's for this motion, right, Mr. Dotson?
Is the new case pending? Is it gonna be, is that enough time? Or do
Yeah,
we need to
I mean, maybe, good question. Maybe we need more time. Do we need more time on the new case? Mr. Dotson, you think?
No, there's no more working up to be done on the new case. It's strictly legal matters at this point.
Okay, is that in the new case is here in Waller County, is that correct?
Yes, Judge. It's my case as well.
Okay, so can you make the March date or do you need more time?
I'm sorry, Judge, are you asking me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I have no problem with the March date, Judge.
okay, and that should give that. Mr. Color, are you planning on hiring your own attorney? I mean, I'm not gonna appoint you attorney today, but you plan on hiring an attorney or what's your plans on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You need to get that done. All right, so we're gonna reset this thing to March 18th, right?
Yes, sir.
18th at 9 a.m. And then that's all I have. You may be excused, Mr. Color.
If you'll let
Oh,
them know
I'm sorry.
probation will get them to that.
Probation's going to get you, I'm sorry, real quick, Mr. Culler. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still.
Probation's going to get you the documents with the reset form, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
I think the next one in this room is James Moore.
Okay. If you'll bring Mr. Moore up from in the assembly room.
Coming up, sir.
Judge, I got an email. He says he's in the Zoom waiting room trying to get let in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's telling me that, but he's not there. So we need to email him
Okay.
back. Email him back and saying he's
Okay.
not appearing.
Okay. No.
Oh, we already have.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at one other thing. I got some new people, but it's not him. Unless he's going by under a different name, but I'm not seeing it.
I have had to several people,
Hello.
just to let you know.
Yeah, I'm letting new people in, but I'm still not seeing him. Okay. All right, I'll keep looking for him. Okay. All right, so who was it?
James Moore.
Mr. Moore? Is that you in the assembly room, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me find your,
Judge, this is a show cause hearing.
okay. Find his. Okay. So it's is James Earl Moore Jr., is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's my understanding you had COVID
Yes, sir.
last time that we had a hearing,
Yes, sir.
and you were enrolled in classes in Harris County. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And okay, and according to the notes here, that you working about 40 hours a week, is that correct? Still?
Yeah, I've been on unemployment since 2019, the end of 19.
Okay, so not employment. All right. And then probation, I'm hearing, I mean, Harris County is apparently not forwarding his payment records. Is that correct?
He's making payments to Waller County, or supposed to be making payments to Waller County. He's only made 3 payments since he was placed on probation, and we haven't received any proof that he has completed any of his community service or any of his classes. So probation was going to go ahead and move forward and file a motion to adjudicate.
Okay. Y'all have done that already or not?
We have not. We were going to present it in court today to see what you thought.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. So he's behind in community service. What else is he behind in paying? How much is he in arrears on?
40 hours community service that were ordered, 40 hours remaining. He has failed to complete his drug offender education program, provide proof of education, and he's over $3,000 delinquent with Waller County probation.
Okay. Mr. Moore, you're not starting out of this thing too good here.
Yeah, because I'm the Harris County, I'm behind in Harris County too. I've been paying them too. I'm fighting both places at the same time.
Well, I need you, there's an old adage, if you pay a little bit, at least it looks like you're trying, okay? When you just don't pay anything, it looks like you just don't care, okay? So you need to maybe spread the love out a little bit. Pay some to Harris County, pay some here, and then try to get on a plan, and maybe we can try to work with you. As far as the other items, there's really no excuse for not, setting up community service. I mean, you had COVID at one point, but you're back and running now, right?
No, I still can't taste or smell anything. I'm not sure what's going on. I just went to the doctor the other week. I'm waiting on to see what's going on with that right now.
Okay. Well, we need to start doing some community service, and then we also, definitely need to get.
I can be around people. I may be in contact, and I might be a spreader. So do it.
Okay. Well, if you had it by now, you're not going to be a spreader. But we need to get in contact with probation if you can't, find out some ideas or some ways to do your community service. All right. So we need to get on that. As far as the other issue on it should be no problem getting your education records to probation. That shouldn't be a problem. And then you need to be, checking in with, taking those courses. Okay.
I checked in with I sent my diploma over, so I'm not sure how you're not getting that.
Okay.
We've been having problems with all the paperwork. I showed receipts the last time I went to court and everything else. I'm just not trying to, I don't know.
Okay, this is what I'm hearing. I'm not trying to be ugly, but all I'm hearing is excuses because you haven't done one of the things that normally is supposed to be done on probation. Okay, even the nominal or maybe you send it over, but you need to send another copy over of the records. But you're not making any payments at all. That's a problem. Okay, you're not attempting in any way, in my mind, to try to do community service or try to do the educational courses. So I'm going to reset it. And I'm gonna give you an opportunity to prove me wrong and start paying a little bit and start, working on that. And if you prove me wrong, hey, we're all good. But if we come back down here and you haven't done anything or even trying, then I'm not gonna be happy. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, good deal.
Judge, so are you giving him 30 to 60 days to start showing compliance and then we'll move forward with filing a motion? Or would you like us to go ahead and file the motion now?
We'll go ahead and I'll give him a chance because he said he was on COVID, but
Okay.
this is it. You understand, Mr. Moore?
I understand.
Okay, next time we're gonna go forward, okay? All right, so what's reset?
What would you like to give them, 30, 16,
Uh,
or what would you think? Okay. March
Okay.
18th.
We'll do March 18th. That'll give you plenty of an opportunity to get some money in and start working on your probation, okay?
All right.
All right, March 18th at
No.
9:00. Thanks, Mr. Moore. You may be excused.
Mr. Rivas, can you mute your computer?
Man, I'm not on a laptop. I came to my job to get on my phone.
Okay. Try to mute it if you can.
I'm sorry.
I can mute him. Who are we talking about?
Sebastian Rivas. There's just background noise coming from him.
Hold on, I'm trying to find him here.
Oh, I got it.
All right, you got it? Yeah, good deal. Okay. Who we?
Emily Gonzalez.
Okay, is Miss Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hi, Miss Gonzalez. How you doing today?
I'm fine.
All right, let me find your paperwork here. All right. My understanding, this is separate pretrial, Mr. Barrientos, is that correct?
It is, Your Honor. I was going to request from the court that we get an additional pretrial. I need to find out what the current recommendation from the DA is on this case. See if there is a solution, but I would request one more pretrial. I don't know whose case is this off the top. The DA. Who's the DA on the case?
Let's find out. Who's the prosecutor? Is it? I'm not seeing any prosecutors on my
On
screen.
which case?
This is on Emily Gonzalez.
That's me, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Whitmore. How do you feel about Mr. Barrientos's request?
He was
I'm
asking for one reset, Judge. Is that right?
He's asking to reset the pretrial one more, move it back.
Yeah, I just need I need to converse
fine
and
with me,
dialogue
Judge.
with the DA. Okay, thank you.
How much time, Mr. Barrientos, were you thinking?
Well, I would say a minimum of 30 days. I don't know if how the state feels about that. I wouldn't object to 2 months. I mean,
I'll tell him the offer right now, Judge, a 6-month state jail.
all right, I'll make a notation that let's go ahead and reset it for 30 days then. That give me an idea what to visit with my client.
We have enough. We're okay with that.
Pre-trial, please.
Yeah, no, we got a lot set, so I don't overload the system. So I'm just seeing if 30 days works. We're good. Yeah, 30 days is good. So we're looking at February 18th at 9.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. All right.
And
Thank you,
Judge,
Ms.
if I may,
Perez. Ms. Gonzalez, thank you. You both may be excused.
and Judge, if I may,
That's it. Like, that's it. Y'all don't need me to talk or nothing. Like, I can't
Yeah,
ask.
I'll be visiting with you, and we can visit as far as how you feel about what the state is recommending. I'll give you a call, and we'll visit.
I can't talk to the judge.
I don't.
No,
If you,
ma'am.
I'm not going to tell you you can't talk to him. It's up to the judge.
At this point, Ms. Gonzalez, I think it's probably more prudent for you not to say anything because, anything you say could be used against you. So at this point, why don't you talk with your attorney and then we got you set for a pretrial and we can go down the line on that. We can talk later if you just feel compelled to do so. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez.
and Ms. Gonzalez, you need to contact our office at the probation office. We haven't heard from you since you've been released from jail.
Yeah, because I'm just now, like my lawyer just now telling me that I was supposed to contact y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to talk to somebody that's telling me exactly what it is that I need to do.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, I see that it's just been recently that Ms. Barantas has been appointed. So, just listen to what he says. And if you will do me a favor, regardless of the past, can't fix the past. But if you'll check in with Mr. Cryer, when did you want her in there, Mr. Cryer?
If she could call before the end of the day today.
If you wouldn't mind, please calling. Do you have that number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Be sure and call because we're going to try to get you on the right track here so we can get this matter resolved. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Ms. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet. Okay. Mr. Manuel, Eddie Manuel. I'm sorry, gentleman in the assembly room. Your name is?
Mr. Eddie Tyrone Manuel.
Oh, Manuel. I apologize for mispronouncing your name, sir.
What is he on for? What is he here for? 'Cause I don't have time.
He's not on our docket.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And I don't have the arraignment, so I don't see him on the.
Mr. Manuel, do you know you're not on our docket today? So I appreciate you showing up, but we're trying to figure out why you're here today. Why did you think you should have to appear?
I showed up on a dock. Well, I called 2 weeks ago and asked the ladies upstairs when I had a court date here. So I was on the docket for today. I wouldn't even be here for no reason if I didn't have a court date here today.
No, I understand, sir. I understand. Does anybody can you bear with us and let us pull your file and give us a minute?
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you, is there anybody else in the assembly room?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you have a seat in the back and we'll go to the next person. Thank you. Okay.
Judge, I hate to cut line here, but I've got a client who just messaged me that someone's letting her use their phone and it only has 10%.
Okay. Okay,
no.
sure. And good news, Mr. Cardenas finally appeared. So, hey, we'll see him. Yeah. What's her name?
Christina Douglas.
Miss Douglas.
I know, saw her on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I see her.
I'm here.
Hi, Miss Douglas. How you doing today?
Hi, Mr. Cheney. How are you?
Pretty good. Give me just a minute. Yeah, hold on, guys. I need to talk to my staff, so I'm going to mute. I hope I'm. I'm sorry. Just having issues with the new building here. Okay.
And Adela looked up Mr. Manuel and it's a misdemeanor.
Okay.
case, And
I'll
he
get-
was set for yesterday.
All right. Well, let
He
me.
may need to go to.
Yeah. Let me get back with him. Okay. Mr. Gentleman in the assembly room. Oh, I'm sorry. We're doing Miss Douglas, right? Okay. Miss Douglas. Christina
Yes, sir.
May, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The notes say that that you have a choice to go to Safe P today, or we set up for trial. So
I'm currently, I just got out of HCPC, which is Harris County Psychiatric Center, yesterday or the day before yesterday, and they transferred me to Santa Maria, which I have been accepted. I'm asking the court or the probation or anybody to please. I've only had one dirty UA since I've been on probation in 2 years. Yes, I'm behind on fees because I had issues with my identity being stolen and I was collecting unemployment, and they had stopped it until they could get it all figured out. Since then, it has been, I have gotten it back. I have plans on catching up with my probation fees and my community service.
okay, real quick, do you have does probation have proof that she's been accepted to Santa Maria?
Sorry.
Hold on, Christina.
I said sorry.
Judge, we just got verbal confirmation from her mom yesterday that she was in the mental treatment. But we wasn't aware that she went to Santa Maria yet. So I guess this is a new development.
Okay, who's the prosecutor? Do you have one?
That's me, Judge.
If she's in Santa Maria, how do you feel about her staying there, or I actually should have asked probation how she actually has been doing. I heard her side, but just wanted to see how they feel as well.
Yeah, I don't have my notes, so I would like to hear about the UAs from probation first, Judge.
Okay, Miss Lacey, do you have that information, or is it someone else? Is Mr. Pryor?
It's my judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew that. What's up?
She is correct though. She does have that one positive for meth, but she has 2 new cases from Harris County that are pending. Probation side, we would like to ask for a 90-day reset just to monitor her progress and treatment.
I'm sorry, you cut out on me. You're requesting what?
A 90-day reset.
Okay.
Just to monitor her progress.
All right, Mr. Dotson, how you feel about that?
I'm fine with that, Judge. I mean, frankly, at this point, the line for Safe P has gotten pretty bad with COVID. So if she's in treatment and there's new cases elsewhere, I would be fine with letting it ride for a little bit so we can see how that all shakes out.
Okay, so Mr. Richardson, can you get us proof that she's actually going to be attending?
I can do that. You hear what the court is asking for, Christina? I'm going
Yes,
to need
sir.
some kind of proof. So
Yes,
when
sir.
we
I would
when
have
we-
to sign a paper so that way you can get any information that you need with my counselor in Santa Maria.
all right,
And I'll
you
get
do
that done immediately.
All right, do it as soon as you get off the phone and call my office and give them a contact number, and we'll get on it right away.
Okay, so we're going to reset for 90 days. Let me get the date for you. April 14th. And that's all I have, Mrs. Douglas. Thanks for appearing. Does the probation need anything?
No, it's just if she gets released before the April date, which I believe she's going to be there for a while, but if she gets released before then, just make sure she gets in contact with her office to set up an appointment.
Yes, sir. I got approved for the 90-day program. So it'll be 90 days before I get to come home.
Okay.
Unless otherwise suggested by the courts, but
Do we need
right now.
So the reset date, is that going to be while you're in treatment? Or is it?
The 90 days started yesterday, so.
Should be good.
I mean, Mr. Richardson can let us know.
Okay. Let us know, Mr. Richardson, if we need to extend it a little bit.
We will, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all, Ms. Douglas. You may be excused.
Yes, sir. Thank you, y'all. Have a good day.
Judge,
Yes.
the jail is not able to, we can't hear them, but they can definitely hear us. I think as long as they're present, I think the only person that needs an attorney is Gerald Brandyberg, from
Okay.
what I was told.
Hold on just a minute. Okay, so they can't hear me. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can see what's going on.
They can hear us, we won't be able to hear them.
Oh, they don't have a microphone. Is that the problem? Because we're in the new
They're
jail.
having, they're having issues.
Yeah, this is the first time we're in the new jail, so that's what's going on. I just realized that. Okay. All right, so let's do this. I don't know if the gentleman actually needs and wants an attorney or not, so that's wanting one. Let me think how we can fix this problem, and then I'll come back to the jail.
Can they call in?
Yeah,
Can
that's a
they
good
call
question.
in
Can they
from-
call in? Yes, you can. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, let's,
Call the number
let me, we just have one more in assembly room. Is that correct? How many more?
2 more, sir.
Two more. Let me knock out the assembly room, and then I'll tell you when it's time to call, and you can call in. Okay. Did you get that? Thumbs up? All right. Okay. Good deal. Okay. The gentleman in the assembly room, your name?
Zachary said.
What was the last name? I'm sorry.
Seddon.
Seddon.
He's my client, Your Honor.
Okay. Morning, Mr. Day. Okay, Mr. Seddon. All right, let me get to his notes. Okay, I got good news and bad news. It depends on the results. I have that Mr. Seddon is supposed to come back in 120 days. If still clean, he won't have to come back. So was he clean?
When was that?
Mr. Day, do you know if he oh, I'm sorry. Wrong note. I apologize, guys. Let me see what's going on. Okay. No, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Said. Zachary said, yeah. Okay. No payment, not reporting, no CSR, state to proceed. Is that still where we are?
What is
Judge, from the probation standpoint, his term ended back in December 19th of 2020.
Okay.
He has not made a single payment since May of 2020 and did not complete any of his community service.
No, that's a lie. I've gotten all 100 hours done.
Mr. Seddon, we just need to be kind of professional here. Let's don't call anybody names, call anybody a liar or anything like that. Okay. She's just doing her job. Okay.
Let me double check. I might be reading the note wrong.
He's checking the notes.
I would like to also add, if possible to speak, that last time I was here, they said I failed to report to Washington County. I have not lived in Washington County for the past 2 years.
Well,
Something messed up
obviously, well, hold on. We'll talk about it.
I do apologize to the court. He has completed his community service. He has not had paid any of his fees, however, and he has no direct supervision.
Okay. He's required, what's the requirement on the supervision?
He was transferred to Washington County, but he was sent back to us for failure to report. And then I believe he did not report to us, and then his termination date approached, and we cannot see him after his termination date. So at this point, we either need to move forward with the motion or do consider a negative termination.
Okay. Hold on, Mr. Seddon, don't get excited. Let me find out from the prosecutor. Who's the prosecutor on this?
I am, Judge.
What's the game plan? What do you want to do?
I'm pulling up his motion right now.
Because if we're just talking about
he is admitted
complete
to
his community
being-
service, and we're just talking about money. I just need to know about the money situation.
Money and continued drug use.
Right.
Okay, so he has other issues.
Mhm.
Okay, so when's the last time he tested for drugs?
On record that we have is February 13th of 2020 from from Washington County, and that was for marijuana.
Okay.
Miss Lacey, did he complete his theft class?
I'm sorry, you're cutting out. Can you repeat what you said?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Did he complete his theft class?
I'm sorry, I'm struggling to hear your cut in and out.
She's asking if he completed the theft class. Did you hear me?
Yes, I did, and it looks like he did.
Okay. So what we're talking about is, when was the marijuana?
Back in February.
February of 2020. And, and how much does he owe in money?
He owes $3,125.
Okay. And how's that breakdown? What is that? Is that restitution? What?
Restitution is $1,100. Crime Stopper fee is $50. Supervision fee is $1,916. DNA fee $34 and drug test $25.
Okay. So what do we, Ms. Hudspeth, as far as, I'm sorry, probation, you said he's terminated, so we can't get him to do another drug test at this point unless it's voluntary. Is that correct?
I believe you can order it. I think that would be a Melissa question.
Okay. I wasn't sure if y'all still have the ability to do that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to order, Mr. Day, did you have any comment before I should start making my ruling?
I haven't been able to arrange to speak with my client, so I'm probably more in the dark than anybody right now. I got appointed back in April, and I need to get some. It depends on what you rule, so I really don't have any input at this time.
Do you mind if I ask him one question at this point?
I do not.
Mr. Seddon, would you be willing at this point to do a drug test? Because I'm trying to work with you on this thing.
No, I completely understand that, but to be honest with you, I'm going to fail it. I'm not going to lie.
All right. I don't need you to talk about failing or anything like that. That's
understandable. I'm not.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. I'll work with you on some of the money, but the restitution, I need to start getting some money in on that. Okay.
Right. That's what I'd like to say.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this thing. Okay. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to get clean. Okay. And I'm giving you an opportunity to start making some payments. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's your money situation like right now?
I make $200. I make $200 a week, and I supply for my 4 kids. I don't have money to pay for y'all. That's what I'm trying to explain, that when I get my income tax, I can pay y'all in full.
Okay. Well, let's do this then. You said that in your income tax, when are you, have you filed already?
I'm filing today when I leave here. So I should get it mid-March.
Okay. Let's set him for, what do you think? April?
Are you wanting to reset for a pretrial? Because that's what he's on for today.
Yeah, let's reset the pretrial.
Okay, for pretrial April 14th.
Okay. We're going to reset your pretrial to April 14th. Okay. I'm going to need you to report, and I'm going to go ahead and order that there be drug testing done. I said, let's give him a chance, say 30 days. Okay. And then I need you to get that money in here. So that's the game plan, right? And then we'll reevaluate at that point. Are you good with that, Ms. Hudspeth?
I am, Judge. If he doesn't want to do that, then I'm fine with moving forward with the revocation, and he can do 6 months state jail.
Okay. You understand that, Mr. Sedan? That's what they're looking at. We're going to have a trial before anything of that happens, but you need to understand what they're pushing for. Okay.
Now,
okay. Now, look, I need you also to contact your attorney, Mr. Day. Okay.
I have multiple times left voicemails. He has not returned any of my calls. I've called the courts and told him the same thing, and they just said he's busy. Well,
okay.
That's
well,
not.
Mr. Sedan, I've known Mr. Day for many, many years.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not calling anybody names. I'm not saying, anything.
No.
I don't know. Things maybe happen. Who knows? But I can promise you, if a message was left, Mr. Day would have contacted you back. So something's not right. Maybe you left the message somewhere else or something.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, we're gonna clean slate. You're gonna contact Mr. Day. Would today work, Mr. Day, later this afternoon?
Tomorrow would be better for me, Your Honor. I have planned. I have commitments elsewhere the rest of the day today.
Okay.
And I'm in court in Belleville, so I would appreciate it if he would call me tomorrow. And I need to be sure that he's got my number, my correct number.
I do. It's on the fridge. I got it.
Okay. Well, let's get it again. Do you have access to a pen or not?
I have my cell phone.
Okay, let's put it in there. Okay, Mr. Day is going to give you his number again just to make sure.
Well, I also have it saved if you want me to read it to you to make sure it's right.
That's fine. Read it to us and make sure you have it.
Okay, 1 second.
Judge, you want a drug test conducted in the next 30 days. Do you want one conducted sooner so that we can compare levels?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do, what do you need, 15 days apart or something like that?
We can do it, if he comes in today, we can do a drug test for him today and then do another one in 30 days to make sure the levels are going down.
Okay, we'll do that. Do you understand that, Mr. Sedan?
Yes,
How do you
sir.
say your name, Sedan?
Set in.
Sedan. Okay. So
All right,
you're going to
ready?
go over there today. You understand? You're going to go to probation today. You're going to give them a drug. You're going to do the drug test, and then you're going to come back, and they'll
Redo.
give you time to come back again. Okay. And we
So
need to get
before
those.
noon, Mr. Seded.
Yeah, before noon. Okay. I'm sorry.
I can go there right now after I leave.
That's what I want you to do. Okay. And you have Mr. Day's phone number. Could you read that back?
Yes, sir. 979-865-9103.
Okay.
That's my correct number. And so what I want you to do is call me immediately. Call me about 11 o'clock.
Tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Let's
Mr.
get
Day,
this straightened out. Yes, ma'am.
if your client decides that he doesn't want to move forward with probation, but doesn't want a trial and wants to accept the offer, just let me know and I'll get the paperwork drawn up.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm giving you a really, really big chance here. Okay. A lot of reasons are going into this because of COVID issues and everything, but I need you to understand, this is the last opportunity. Okay. So if you're not good, when we meet again, we're going forward. Okay. No ifs, ands, or buts. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Campbell.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me make some notes. I've let him in like twice.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I am
Okay.
here, Your Honor.
All right, good, man. We were worried we couldn't find you there.
I know it was tough. I didn't have my laptop doesn't work as well as my desktop. That's what I've learned.
All right, give me just a minute. I'm sorry, guys. If I don't do this now, I'll forget. Okay. And we're talking about who? What was the name? Okay. Campbell, got it. Okay, Mr. Campbell. All right, Johnny Ray Campbell. Yes. I have that he's completed all his community service and I can't read the writing of Judge McKeag, so somebody bring me up to speed. Probation? Are y'all there? Miss Lacey or Mr. Cryer?
I know Miss Gillis is his probation officer.
This is Chad's case to present, sir.
Apologies.
Okay. No problem. What's going on, Mr. Cryer? I can read some of the notes. It's my understanding it says back in October, drugs, alcohol, cocaine, PCP. Is that correct?
Yes, in addition to that, his last office visit was January 7th, and he admitted to using crack cocaine three days prior. We had offered safety. At this time, he's interested in entering to an agreed revocation, dispose of his case because he realized he cannot complete his probation.
Is that Mr. Cardenas? Yes.
Yes, I've been in contact with Mr. Campbell as well as Mr. Campbell's family, and I've sent emails, a couple of emails to his probation. Well, no, his probation officer and I have been in communication. We've been going back and forth I don't know if we need another additional reset to possibly arrive at a resolution apart from what we just heard. In terms of that may be something my client may have stated off the cuff, but I think I've made some movement in this case regarding that. So I don't know if we need an additional reset, and if we have to then go to an agreed revocation, then we will. But that's what I would be asking for at this time, Your Honor.
Is he present today?
He is present. I see him. He's at the old courthouse, and I think I just saw him a second ago. He had his mask on. He was
Well,
there.
we're actually set for a bench trial, right? Or no, to be determined.
No, we're not set for a bench trial yet. No, sir.
Pre-trial. Okay.
Correct.
Who's the prosecutor?
That's me, Judge. Mr. Campbell, I believe, he's popped basically every drug on the screen every time he's tested.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's not true? Okay.
No, 3 times. I think there's actually, that's in the discovery, I think there were 3 drugs or 3 drugs that were used. That I will say.
Okay.
Or 3 substances, rather.
I'll rephrase, Your Honor. Mr. Campbell has an extensive history of drug use, and I think at this point, if he's not going to take safe fee, then we should set it.
Okay. Let's go ahead. And when's the last time you spoke with him, Mr. Cardenas?
Well, that becomes an issue because he is low income. He doesn't really have a working phone. So we spoke either yesterday or the day before, but I've been speaking. He is a college graduate, and I've been speaking to his family. He has 2 sisters that do care for him quite a bit, and he has a probation officer that's very responsive, Ms. Gillis. So I think we have the possibility of potentially working this out without having to be set for ending up in a hearing. But that's what I would like to think about or like to do.
Okay, this is what the notes say, and I assume it meant safe fee. It says resetting choice on 11/17. Okay, so I don't know if that was the last court date we had, was November. But sounds like to me, Mr. Dotson saying either the choice is safe fee or we need to go to trial. Is that? And are you trying to think you can work some other agreement? Is that what I'm hearing, or you're talking about safe fee?
No, there was something else that was placed on the table, and I'm not sure if my client totally understood it, but it does involve rehabilitation. It does, and it does involve inpatient. But
Mr.
it's not
Dotson, you want to reset this and work that out, or do you just want it set for trial?
If Mr. Cardenas can come up with a creative solution in the interim, I'll listen to whatever he's got. But I mean, Mr. Campbell has had quite a long time to get in moving on rehabilitation, and I think his repeated positive drug tests shows he's not interested.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and set it for trial. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So trial date is we'll do April. March is getting kind of heavy for me, so let's do April 8th.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay, at 9 a.m.
All right, and
Okay.
I'll be in if we could just ask Mr. Campbell if he could provide.
Yeah, let me.
Sorry.
Mr. Campbell, you're there, correct?
Yeah.
You heard everything that was said. Mr. Cardenas says he needs to speak with you real quick.
Okay.
I know you have to, and I'm not insulting you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I know your phone doesn't always work.
Yes, sir.
Should I communicate with your sister? Do you give me permission to communicate with your sister?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to communicate through her, and you've got a very good probation officer that's very responsive. So
Yes.
let's just keep working on this, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. You may be excused. Thank you, Mr. Cardenas. April 8th. Right.
At 9 a.m.? Was it at 9 a.m.?
9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet. Okay. Anybody else in the assembly room?
No, Judge.
Did they get Mr. Manuel taken?
Did you get Mr. Manuel? Did you get
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Manuel? Take care. Okay, we're good. That's it for you guys. Okay, if have the jail go ahead and call in. In the meantime, I'll start.
It should, if they're calling the number from the Zoom link, it should come on in the living room.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can make this work.
They'll have to put in the meeting ID, so it'll take just a minute.
Okay.
Judge,
Yes.
this is Jeffrey Shupak.
Yes, sir.
On my bail bondsman app, it said I had court at 9 o'clock. but I ain't hear you call my name.
Well, we're working down the list. Let me see if you're on here, and I maybe can. Yes, you are on the list. I can go ahead and is this? Yeah, I can go ahead and take you real quick.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't know if I was at
that's
the right
okay.
time or not.
That's okay. Who has his case?
I'm the prosecutor on the case, Judge.
Okay, what do you have on this?
I think that's Mr.
I have
Pryor's
the-
case.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Judge, he's currently enrolled in BIP. He's almost completed with it. He's also completed an anger management class and a parenting class and counseling through CPS. At this time, we would like to request for a 90-day reset, just to verify he's still in compliance, and then we could consider other options to dispose of it.
Okay. Mr. Shupak, I'm looking at your notes here and listening to your probation, the probation department, and they say you're doing pretty good. So you just need to keep doing what you're doing. And if there's any money that's owed, you need to start getting that money in there, even if you're just paying a little bit's better than nothing. It'd be good if you can get everything paid off. Okay. But
Yes, sir.
but I know these times are tough. I understand that. But we're going to reset you for 90 days. And maybe when we come back next time, it'll be good news and you can go on your way. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're going to reset you for April 14th.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay. At 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah. 9 o'clock. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Make sure you should get the paperwork reset from the probation department. Is that okay, Mr. Cryer?
Yes,
You got that? Okay.
That'll be fine. And
All right.
Mr.
Thank
Shupak,
you.
if you could just keep your appointment with Ms. Trujillo next week, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
You may be excused. I don't see it up here. Do you? Oh, jail. There it is. But that's just the picture. Were you able to call in?
They're trying to call in, Judge.
Okay. Thanks, Adela.
Pardon me, Judge, if I may. This is Sebastian Rivas. I've been on this call since 9 o'clock, and I'm at work right now, and I have not much time left.
Sure.
If possible.
Yeah, we can go ahead and take you, Mr. Rivas. We just have a long docket with COVID. It's just made things crazy. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
go
Yes, sir.
ahead. Let me find your notes here. And okay, Sebastian Lee Rivas. Okay. All right. I have on January 21 today will either be 0 tests or you'll have to choose to go to Safe P. So do we have testing on him?
Judge, we do not.
Are you cutting in and out, sir?
Okay. Last time you were here, you were supposed to go have a test done. Why did you fail to do that?
I was told that I was supposed to get a test done every 2 weeks, and I was never notified. I didn't get sent nothing in the mail. I haven't received anything in the mail to my house. I believed I had COVID. I had ongoing diarrhea. I had cough. I had fever come in a couple times, and I
Okay,
still have an ongoing cough. It's faint.
Let's do this. Where are you now? You're at work?
Yes, sir. I had to walk over here early so I can get on the Zoom because I don't have Wi-Fi at home.
Okay, hold on.
Judge, if I may. Mr. Rivas has a history of providing the court and probation with excuses.
Okay.
He did not report to me in November or December. Therefore, he was unable to submit to his required drug test. He has not abided by the directions of this court. He has not done anything while he's on probation. He told me the other day that he couldn't report because he had COVID, and now he's saying that he's at work and he thinks that he has COVID.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
So things aren't quite adding up. I would like to just move forward with either placing him in Safe P or revocation, depending on what this state would like. He's just full of excuses and we're not getting anywhere with him.
Ma'am,
I would agree with probation on that one, Your Honor.
Judge,
Okay, hold on, Mr. Rivas, hold on. So should we, I guess we need to, so I'm sorry, Ms. Bradshaw, what did you want to do? You wanted to proceed?
I would agree with Ms. Lacy on this one.
Which part? She kind of gave you an alternative there.
Well, either safety or revocation.
Okay, let's move forward on, yeah, let's move forward to revocation. That way we can set a hearing. Well, I guess.
Is there a way I can come in a couple days for a drug test?
Mr. Reeves, hold on.
Or,
You want to say?
Well, I mean, he's under a motion to adjudicate, correct?
Is he under a motion to adjudicate?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So does he need an attorney? Do you want to appoint him?
Yeah, we can do that. Do you need an attorney, Mr. Rivas, or one appointed, or you want to hire your own?
yes, I need an attorney, please.
Okay, so I can barely hear you now. You said you're working. Where are you working at? I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
My connection is really bad here. I'm on Wi-Fi.
We're good. So where do you work?
Jack in the Box.
Okay. And how much you make a month?
$9.
$9 an hour. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You definitely qualify. So I'm going to appoint Adela. Who do you have to appoint for Mr. Rivas?
Mr. Day, Judge. Mr.
Day.
Conrad Day.
Okay, Mr. Day, I'm going to appoint you on this case so that we can look like we're going to proceed on the motion to adjudicate.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna set it out till April. April what day? April 14th. That'll
Judge, is
give you
that just
time.
going to be a status, or is that going to go ahead and be the bench trial?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that going to be just a status?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and Mr. Day, that should give you time to get up to speed. Mr. Rivas,
Yes, sir.
did you do you have a pen or paper?
Actually, I don't right now. I'm on the cell phone. What do I need to point down?
I'm going to have Mr. Day give you his information so you can contact him. Okay.
Okay.
Judge, if it's easier, I can email him the appointment after court.
Okay. You have his
To
email
Mr.
address?
Rivas.
You have. Okay, Mr. Rivas, the clerk's going to email you Mr. Day's information after the hearing today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Day, did you have anything you wanted to tell Mr. Rivas?
Sure, it's really important that you get in touch with me immediately. And if I don't answer the phone, I need for you to leave a detailed message so I can call you back and arrange an appointment to talk with you in my office.
Yes, sir. And and your office would be located where?
I'm in Brenham.
Okay. Okay, that's a little far, but I can see how I can make it over there.
Okay.
Mr. Rivas, I also need you to contact me by 4 o'clock today so I can get you into my office as well.
Did you hear that, Mr. Rivas? Mr. Rivas, can you hear me? I can barely hear you. The probation department needs you to come into their office before 4 o'clock today.
I work a double shift today.
You can just call me. Just call me by 4 o'clock today.
Call by
Yes,
4
ma'am.
o'clock. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I will do that. I'll make sure of that.
All right. That's all I have, Mr. Rivas. You may be excused.
My next break is at 4 o'clock. Is that fine?
That's fine.
That's fine. Call
Yes.
in.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Rivas.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I have a question.
Who's speaking?
It's Mr. Rivas.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
All right,
You're going out.
so the
Okay.
only court date I have left is April 14th. I just need to make sure because
that's your next court date.
that's my next court date.
That's going to determine whether we're going to revoke you or not. Okay. Your attorney will explain this to you when you talk to him. Talk to Mr. Day, and then he'll explain everything that's going on. Okay. You're out again. I can't hear you. I assume you got that. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Okay, in the jail, did y'all try? Okay, hold on. I think I might have you guys. Let me see. All right. Yeah. Okay. Can the jail hear me? Can you guys hear me? That's it right there, right? Yeah, I think so. Can you hear me? Oh, they are. Where?
I believe this may be them. It looked like it.
This one? Oh, okay, I got you. All right. You guys, can you hear me now at the jail? Yeah, it was. Okay, if you can hear me on the phone at the jail, can you hear me? No? Yes? It says ask to unmute, so I can't. Yeah, can you unmute on your phone? She's gonna try to chat with me probably. Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, say something so I can hear you because you're unmuted now.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you?
May I speak, please? My name
Are we-
is Leslie Wilcox.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. And you're unmuted. I see Daniel's there. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'm just going to move along and just kind of y'all try to work on it. And I'm going to try to knock everybody else out and then we'll come back. But I know that there's somebody that possibly needs an attorney there. Why don't we do this? Why don't you just call the hard line, the 979-921-0921, and I'll just put you on speaker and we'll do it that way. Okay. We'll circumvent the Zoom. Okay. If you got that, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Oh, she's saying wait. Now I'm just getting my own feedback.
She wasn't able to call in, so I think she's gonna try to call your office.
Call the office. That'll work. Okay. We'll move on in the meantime. Okay. All right. Let's see who we have here. I see there's a Miss Tina Alexander.
Yeah, Tiana.
Tiana, I'm sorry, Miss Alexander. All right, let me get to your file here. Okay, what I have in my notes is that probation was going to check to see if the restitution amount was correct the last time there was a hearing. Did y'all have an opportunity to do that?
This was gonna be the next court date for us to discuss everything about my restitution, my payments, my community service hours, all of that.
Right. What is Mr. Cryer? Is that yours?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe Mr. Dodson was going to be looking into it. Because there was some, Ms. Alexander says there was some discrepancy on the restitution amount, but I never.
So it wasn't.
There wasn't?
Claiming.
Okay, this is what I have. I have no payments made, cannot work, cannot do community service. State was going to find out about restitution. She believes the amount is wrong. So, Ms. Alexander, were you able to do any community service since the last time we spoke?
No, but I've been at this moment right now, I've been moving my kids around. I moved my kids to Hempstead with their grandmother, their dad's mother at the moment. And when we get off of here, I'm gonna go and do the registration, and then after that, I should be. Hello?
Oh, hold on. I got to figure out who I need to mute here. Let me do this. Just a minute. Okay. All right. I need you to unmute again, Miss Alexander, Mr. Dodson, if you'll unmute, and Mr. Cryer, if you'll unmute. Okay. Got a little back chat noise there. Sorry about that. Okay. So you said, where were you, Mr.
But yeah, after I finish what all of my business things that I need to do today, I can get community service done. I won't say for today unless they have a session that I can get in for today. But if not, then I can start it out tomorrow.
Well, let me ask Mr. Cryer, how much community service are we talking about?
100 hours.
Okay, so it's going to take a
Out
while.
of 100 hours, out of 100 hours, she's only completed 4 so far. But she would be eligible to come at 1 o'clock if she's able to come today. If not, we can do it tomorrow.
Okay. And then Mr. Dodson and Mr. Cryer, no payments are made for anything, including restitution. Is that correct?
Only one $50 payment so far since she's been on probation.
Okay. Miss Alexander, last time you said you couldn't work. Are you working now?
Not yet. I'm applying in Brenham to warehouses so that way I can start working. That's my point of putting my kids in Hempstead so that way I can work like double shifts, overtime, whatever.
Are you already, I mean, is the employment already set up or are you just applying?
I'm applying. I applied to Stanpack like twice. They haven't called back.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call them today just to see what the holdup is.
Okay. Mr. Dotson, what's your position on this?
Well, Judge, the deal with restitution was Judge McCaig was asking us to look into it. The defendant claimed she had paid restitution and that the remaining was medical bills not actually charged, was my understanding.
I don't know where that came from. I never said that. I never paid anything.
Okay.
Then I must be getting it mixed up with something else, Your Honor.
That's okay. So is there any confusion, Ms. Alexander, on the amount of restitution owed or not?
The only thing for me was I just felt like I shouldn't pay her restitution since she attacked me and the case got pulled wrong.
There's no confusion about restitution. You're just.
No, I'm not confused about it at all. I just feel like I shouldn't pay her restitution since she attacked me.
Well, but obviously, I don't know if you took a plea or if I assume you took a plea in this case. You agreed to the restitution. So, how much is the restitution?
Like $4,000, I believe.
Okay.
Judge, it's $3,520.
I'm sorry. What was it, Mr. Cryer?
It's $3,520.
Okay, Mr. Dotson, how do you want to proceed?
Well, Judge, if she's Mr. Cryer, what are we looking at on time frame here? Where are we at in the time span?
She's still on probation. She'll be still on probation until May of 21. May of 22. So we still got a year and a half left on our probation.
I think at this point, we should just, if she's not picking up new offenses and she's not testing positive for drugs, Your Honor, then I think at this point we just kind of continue it and see what can happen. And I'd ask that any payments made go to restitution first.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to reset you for 60 days. Yeah, maybe a little bit longer. Well, I want to, you know what, let's just do, let's do April. We're going to do April 14th. In the meantime, Ms. Alexander, whether you agree that you should pay the restitution or not, that's the deal. And so you need to start making some payments on that, okay? And you need to you got 100 hours of community service. You've only done 4, okay? So I'm giving you a lot of months here to get employed and to start making payments and to start doing your community service, okay?
Okay.
All right, so when we come back, I'm making notes. I'm gonna expect that you've tried, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna reset this till April 14th, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have anything else or you good?
Certain time frame in the morning.
Oh, it's 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, and the probation department's gonna give you a copy of the reset, right, Mr. Cryer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, great. All right. Thanks, Ms. Cryer. Ms. Alexander, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Yeah, the jail, the
Jail's good.
landline is not working, so it's gonna be very hard, so we're gonna have to do it quickly.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do that.
Just a moment, I'm gonna put you on speaker, okay? And they may have to mute their computer so they can hear you. I'm not sure.
Okay. The jail, I need you guys to mute well, it's already muted. We're good. Okay. Right here is the speaker. Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay, let's go ahead and get the gentleman that needs an attorney up first so I can talk with him. What's that? Brandenburg? I don't see it on here.
He's on add-on.
Okay. Got it. Okay, I don't think we have anything planned, do we? Brandyberg, you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's my understanding that you last time you were here, you were still going to AA classes. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You were in Brookshire working at a resale shop. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's
You-
changed since then.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I'm not doing anything, sir. The resale shop shut down because the owner caught COVID.
Okay. It says here you still had 2 classes to go back then.
An evaluation class and a class that's supposed to be like a week long in Houston somewhere or whatever like that. But
Have you done?
I haven't had any money. Like it's been bad the last 3-4 months.
Gotcha. And you've completed all your probation. I mean, your community service. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where are we with this, Mr. I'm sorry. Who's prosecutor?
I'm sorry, Judge. What was the defendant's name?
The defendant's name is Mr. Brandyberg. Brandyberg. Gerald Antonio Brandyberg. He's an add-on. It's a possession case, motion to revoke probation.
Judge, if I may, he has a balance of $1,376.45.
Is that for restitution or what's that? Just payments, court payments?
It's a $1,000 fine, $296.45 attorney fees, and $80 for drug test fees.
Is Mr. Brandyberg, are you in jail for a new offense? Mr. Brandyberg, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was muted.
Okay, sorry. Why are you in jail for a new offense or something to do with this charge?
I'm assuming it's a new charge, but like I said, I was supposed to go to have a Zoom meeting on November the 16th, and I usually get a notification on my phone. I've got paperwork and everything, and I didn't get one this last time. And the charge is.
Is it a failure to appear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Who is it, Mr. Dodson?
Yes, Judge. I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right individual. I thought we covered Mr. Brandyberg earlier. Was that a different Mr. Brandyberg?
I'm pretty sure we didn't. You sure that wasn't Burgess, Nathan Bentley Burgess? We did cover.
Burgess, I'm sorry, Judge. That's probably what I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah, this is Mr. Brandyberg. He's if he's in jail on a failure to appear, it looks like the notes said he's doing a lot of things right. So
it's not a failure to appear. It's the motion itself was filed at the end of December, and he was just arrested a few days ago on that motion.
Okay. So do y'all want to proceed, or what do you want to do? You want me to appoint him an attorney?
Yeah, I think appoint him an attorney, Judge, and I'm just looking at the motion to revoke. We're looking repeated violations for drug use, getting kicked out of the treatment facility. That was all in 2019. So if he's turned things around in the interim,
right.
I think the money situation can be resolved. So
that's what I was thinking.
I think step one would be to get him an attorney so they can assess his situation and get him out of jail.
Do we know what his bond is set at? Do we know what his bond is set at?
I can pull it up, Judge.
Judge, I want to say it's $1,000.
Okay. Mr. Brandyberg, what's your financial situation? You're not working at all?
No, actually, sir, before I got incarcerated, I was in the process of trying to get a job at Flying J's right there in Brookshire. And I don't know if they called me or not. I've been here. So.
Okay. What's your when's the last time you had a drug test?
It's been a while. The court, Mr. McCray, Mr. Albert, the judge, he put me in a situation where I wouldn't have to report to my PO. I was supposed to report to court. Whenever I had a court date, I was supposed to be there. And I haven't missed any court dates until this last.
Okay, Mr. Dodson, what's your gut about maybe amending the bond to get to a PR bond? How do you feel about that?
Judge, I mean, if we know where he's at and he has been at every court date, none of his violations are for failure to appear. I don't think there's too much of a flight risk there.
Okay, then this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna appoint you an attorney and I'm gonna amend your bond to a PR bond. And so you can get out of there and try to get some employment but I need you to really cooperate with, as soon as you get out, I need you to talk with Mr. Cryer. So we know where your whereabouts. Are you still living in the same place?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cryer, are you okay with that before I pull the trigger?
And Judge, he has also a new, it looks like a new charge, cruelty to animals that he just got arrested on additionally. So
Is that that's why he's there, or is this for something else?
it's the motion to adjudicate warrant, but it's also a new case, it looks like.
I did not.
Looks.
So can I explain what happened on that?
No, just a minute.
I'm trying to pull it up, Judge. I don't have a file for that, so it must be a very new offense.
Let's do this. Let's do this since we're not sure. I'm just going to appoint you an attorney, and whoever I appoint, obviously listening, they can, if they want to, I'll entertain a bond reduction. If we find out that we're not looking at anything serious here. So, okay, let's just do it that way.
You want to know what the new charge is?
Yeah, that's fine.
He was given a PR bond by Judge Parrish.
So that's also a PR bond?
Excuse me?
That was also a PR bond on that charge?
The new charge was a PR bond for cruelty to livestock animals.
Okay. That's all that's out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I don't mind reducing the other charge down to a PR bond. And who's next, Adele, on the appointment list?
Mr. Fleetwood, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Fleetwood, this is Mr. Brandyberg. Mr. Brandyberg, how are we going to get the information so we can do the jail?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna send you Mr. Fleetwood's information through the jail, and we're gonna get that PR bond in process so that you can be released here soon. As soon as you get out, you need to contact Mr. Fleetwood. I'm gonna let Mr. Fleetwood address anything he needs to with you real quick. Go ahead, Mr. Fleetwood.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Brandyberg, if you would, just contact me. My phone number will be on the sheet that you received from the clerk. Today would be great. If not, first thing tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You may be excused for now, Mr. Brandyberg. And who else you got to jail? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Well, bring you back up. Sorry, Mr. Brandyberg. We're going to reset this. You need, how much time do you need, or Mr. Fleetwood?
Judge, I guess it all depends on the indictment on the new case. So I
Judge,
defer to the state.
Go ahead, Mr. Dodson.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Fleetwood. I have found the case. It was under a new thing. I'm looking at the PC right now, and it should be a misdemeanor cruelty to animals. It was the officer filed the wrong charge. So, I obviously haven't gotten the offense report or anything like that, but I do have the case. And
are you okay still with the PR bond?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So let's do that, and then I don't know. What's easier for us on the date? Let's do April 14th. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'll be working on the paperwork later today. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Brandywood. Did you have anything, Mr. Fleetwood? You're good.
Yes, Judge. I have nothing further.
Okay. Next person at the jail, please. Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis. Is that a? Oh, add-on. It's on the add-on list as well. Okay. Mr. Barrientos. Are you there? Do I need to let you in? Let me see. Yeah. Uh-oh. Got headphone issues. Can you hear me now, Mr. Barrientos?
I can't. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can't.
You cannot?
Okay. I have in my notes that state will proceed. Who's the prosecutor? Hold on, Mr. Curtis.
The name. Sorry, Judge. It was Curtis. That would be mine.
It's Christopher.
Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, I can hear, Mr. Curtis, just hang on. I hear your attorney, Mr. Barrientos. I do hear you, sir.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Somehow the mute got, anyway.
Believe me, today doesn't surprise me. Okay, Mr. Dotson, are you the prosecutor?
I should be, Judge. I'm pulling it up. 1 sec.
Okay.
Judge, I can give the court a bit of background. Mr. Christopher Curtis was supposed to appear at the last docket. Apparently, he did not show up. And because of that, I believe that the court issued a KPS. And apparently, that's probably why he's in jail. No? Is that it?
Go ahead.
He was a failure to report at the last court date on December 17th.
We could not issue the warrant, Judge, on the failure to appear because he had not yet been arrested on the MTAG.
Okay,
So
this-
the FTA warrant was recalled and now he's in jail on the MTAG.
Gotcha. Okay, so
okay.
Who's
Judge,
the
we haven't seen Mr. Curtis over at probation in a very long time.
Okay.
And we would like to move forward with revocation.
Okay.
Judge, before we move to revocation, I know that everybody wants to rush to the hearing, but considering that we haven't had any kind of communication, at least pretty recent with the DA's office and myself, I would suggest in the interest of judicial economy that we give it one shot and see if we can do it by agreement. And, and that way we don't have to, put everybody in the hearing docket. So I would say a pretrial setting, Judge.
Mr. Dotson, you want to do that, or how do you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Judge. I don't think an offer's been extended now that we've got Mr. Curtis and his attorney knows where it's at.
Do you want to go ahead and go to pretrial, or you want to do one more status hearing before then?
No, Judge, I think we need to go to pretrial.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Mr. Parentos?
I'm okay. Pretrial or status, the ultimate goal is to see if we can kind of build a little dialogue. Maybe we can rescue my client.
Let's do 30 days. Okay, Mr. Curtis, I'm gonna kind of speed it along because you're in jail, and so we're gonna go ahead and set it for February. What day? 18th, February 18th. And I know that's short notice for you, Ms. Barrientos. Will that work? Because I hate for him.
Yeah, I need to speak to the either Charlie Smith or the municipal court clerk, please.
I'm okay with that, Judge.
Will that give you enough time?
Well, how? I'm okay. Okay,
March?
March
Okay.
is fine.
All right, we'll do March.
Judge, in the meantime, only just if I may. I don't know if he has does he? Should we give him?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's his bond set at.
5,000, Judge.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything with the bond right now because I know nothing.
Okay.
about what all's really going on, but obviously, look at it, Mr. Barrientos. If there's an issue with it, you know where the courthouse is, and we can deal with it. But as far as I'm trying to get him squared away, so he's not just over there forever. So if you can work out an agreement, great. We'll get him done really quickly. If you can't, we got him set for one of our quicker dates as far as pre-trial, and then we can give him a real quick bench trial if y'all need it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Barrientos. Did you understand that, Mr. Curtis?
No, sir. No, I don't understand exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, we've reset you on a quick reset so that Mr. Barrientos will have an opportunity to talk with the prosecutor and try to work out a deal as fast as can. If not, we got you on well, there's no such thing as a fast track anymore with COVID, but we're trying to get you a setting as fast as possible if y'all can't work out an agreement. Okay?
Yes, sir. Am I able to bond out before then?
The bond's still going to remain at 5,000. I don't have anything to consider at this point regarding the bond. So it's going to remain at that amount, but Mr. Barrientos is going to look into it, and if he thinks there's something he can do or needs to do, then he'll contact the court. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. You'll be maybe excused. Who's next? Y'all have any others in the jail?
Yeah, two more.
Two more. Okay. Mr. Garrett, one of them.
Yes, sir.
Bring on Mr. Garrett. Yeah, Mr. Fleetwood, I assuming you're sitting in for Mr. Sufal today?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, let me get to Mr. Garrett's stuff.
Judge, is this John Garrett Jr.?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is this John Garrett Jr.?
This is, yes, John Austin Garrett Jr.
Okay, thank you. Just making sure.
Yeah, no, that's good. I made this mistake earlier today. I was freaking everybody out.
We were missed on the add-on docket, so
Yes.
we're
No,
kind
he's
of playing
not.
catch up.
No, he's not on the add-on docket. He's on page 2.
Oh, he is. Okay,
Yeah.
I apologize for
No,
that.
no problem. Believe me, we got, because of COVID, these dockets are just out of control big. So I get it.
know.
Okay, so bring me up to speed, guys, because I have nothing in the notes whatsoever on Mr. Garrett.
Judge, he's currently in jail on our case. In addition, he's got an active warrant out of Harris County for a theft charge, felony theft.
Okay.
We want to proceed to revocation. The offer is 6 months state jail.
Okay, hold on, let me write this down. Okay, and so where are we, Mr. Fleetwood?
Judge, I can't really advise you much on whether that offer has been communicated to Mr. Garrett or not.
Let's do this because I understand, Mr. Sufal's, situation is, and so I don't mind resetting this so he can be available. You think he'll be back next 30 days?
Yes, Judge, he'll be back available for the next docket.
Okay. Is that what you prefer to do, Mr. Fleetwood?
Yes, I would ask that.
Are you okay with that, Mr. Whitmore? Mr. Sufal's had some death in his.
Yeah, that's fine, Judge.
Okay, cool. So we're going to reset that until February 18th. Okay. Do you understand that, Mr. Garrett? Your case can be reset to February 15th so your attorney can be available.
Yes, sir, that's fine.
All right. Well, then you can have a seat there. Thank you.
And Mr. Garrett, if you get released from jail, make sure you contact the probation office.
Okay, let me tell Mr. Garrett, one more thing. Sorry about that. Mr. Cryer spoke up with probation. He said, if you do get released from jail, you need to immediately contact the probation department. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, that'll be the same thing for Mr. Curtis as well if he gets released on bond.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Curtis, did you hear that? If you do get out on bond, you need to immediately contact the probation department. Okay.
Yes, sir. Do I go up there or do I just call it?
You can just call for now.
You can just call for now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Judge.
No, you're fine. We need to get it all get everything under control. Mr. Garrett was February 18th. Okay. All right. So the next person in jail is, what's his name? Is it Mr. Roach? How do you say your name, sir? Roch. Okay, Mr. Roch. Yes.
I'm here on that, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Richardson. Let me find his notes here. All right. Oh, okay. Let me know. Looking at the wrong one again. Hold on. Okay. Okay. All I have is attorney is appointed, which obviously you are, and state still wants to proceed. So what's going on?
I have been made an offer. I need some time to discuss that with Mr. Roch and whatever other options he thinks may be available. Can we get this reset so I can set up a time to meet with him based on the offer I've been made?
Who's the prosecutor?
I am, Judge.
Ms. Hudspeth.
How do you feel about that, Ms. Hudspeth, resetting it? What do you think about 30 days, Mr. Richardson?
That's plenty of time, Judge.
Will that work for you, Ms. Hudspeth, or do you need just reset the pretrial, or what's your?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, we'll reset the pretrial till February 18th again. Okay.
What do you know what your bond is set at, Mr. Roach? I'm sorry, I heard two people talking.
He said 5,000.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll set up something hopefully for tomorrow, and we'll chat then.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mr. Roch, I think you said. You may be. Oh wait, if you do get out as well, I'm sure they want you to contact probation as well. Is that correct, guys? Okay. Yeah. All right. You may be excused. Thank you, sir. Is that everybody at the jail?
Yes, sir. That's everybody at the jail. Maybe
You may. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, no problem.
All right. Okay. All right. So just give me a second.
And Judge, if I may, Mr. Lopez is on the docket. He was just in a message in the chat box saying that he's low on battery.
He's know what?
He's low on battery.
Okay, we can take him then. I'll try to be accommodating.
Not trying to jump line, but
What's his name?
Jose Alfredo Lopez.
Mr. Lopez. Let me see if I can find him. Mr. Lopez, can you hear me? Mr. Lopez, can you unmute? Let me see if I can find you. I don't see him here. Hold on. We still got him. There he is. Mr. Lopez, I can hear you. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
sir.
Good deal.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
You're Jose Alfredo Lopez, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and let me find your notes here. Okay. Okay, I have a failure to appear, and then I have that the state wants to proceed. Where are we on this, either probation or a prosecutor?
Judge, he has continued poor compliance with his conditions of probation. He still is very minimal probation at this time. Would still like to entertain the proceed revocation.
Okay. Where's the, is this Mr.
It's
Dotson?
fine, Your Honor.
Hey, Ms. Bradshaw.
Yes, sir. We just need to put him on a scheduling order.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Mr. Lopez, do you need an attorney, or can you hire your own, or do you need one appointed possibly?
Appointed, please.
Okay, where do you work?
I work in with my own construction company, sir.
How much do you make annually?
About like 12 to 13 to 15,000.
About 15,000 a year. Okay.
Yeah.
How many people in your family do you support?
I support about 4 or 5. I have my son and my stepsons.
Okay.
I have 3 stepsons and my son.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and appoint you an attorney. Who's next, Adele, on the list?
Judge, would you rather a bilingual?
Mr. Lopez, would you prefer someone that speaks Spanish?
No, it's fine. English is fine.
Yeah. Okay. He said English is fine.
Ms. Parham is next, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Parham, can you hear me? Can you unmute?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, I'm appointing Ms. RJ Parham to your case. Okay. And she's going to, can you give her, well, I'm gonna let Ms. Parham ask you what you need or tell you what you need to do. Okay, so Ms. Parham, go ahead.
Mr. Lopez, would you give me a phone number that I can reach you on?
Yes, ma'am. It's 956-250-5756.
I have 956-250-5756.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Adela, do you have his email address or a way to contact him?
We didn't get that, Adela. You're breaking up.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Okay, would you send me his email address by email?
Yes, ma'am, I will do that this afternoon after court.
Okay, guys, what I'm going to do, since Ms. Parham's just now coming on, I'm going to set this for status and give her an opportunity to talk with Mr. Lopez. I'm going to set it for April 14th. And at that time, if y'all can't work things out and we still need to proceed, we'll get a pretrial date at that time. Okay?
And Judge, if I may real quick.
Yes.
Mr. Lopez, you need to continue to report to Hidalgo County as I require you to. In addition, you need to report by mail to our office here in Waller County.
Okay.
And because I've talked to you about the mailing reporting we have previously, we have not done that.
Well, yeah, well, I sent it, but my wife takes care of that, but I think she hasn't sent it to you lately.
Well, I understand. Just reminding you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, on that comment, I'm going to remind you that that you're responsible for getting that in, not your wife. So if she doesn't do what you ask her to, you're the one that's going to pay the freight for that.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Okay, so I will be contacting you. I'll contact you by email and by phone, and we'll see if we can't set up a conference. Since you're in Hidalgo County, I'm not going to drop in to see you. And I'm not going to ask you to drop in my office.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, thank you. Did you have any other questions before we let you go?
No, that's it, sir.
Okay, you may be excused.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down the list unless there's someone in dire need of needing to go somewhere. Okay, so that's what we'll do. What do you got? Mr. Austin. David Keith Austin Jr. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Austin. Let's see. Let me get to your notes. Okay. My understanding, you're currently in counseling. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And okay. And all right. Let's see. Okay. So where are we on this probation?
Judge, he has got that back current on his fees. He's indicated to us that he's enrolled in counseling through the VA. However, the counselor he had came down with COVID, so he's in the process of possibly getting set up with a new counselor. He did have those harassment charge that's supposed to be from Montgomery County that we apparently has not been filed. So at this time, the probation would ask if we could dismiss the motion to adjudicate and continue on probation so we could transfer his case to Matagorda County.
Is the prosecutor okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to, we're just gonna kind of leave him on probation, dismiss the motion to adjudicate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you should be happy about that, Mr. Austin, correct?
Yes, sir. That's fine.
Okay, well then, that's what we'll do, and I'll excuse you then.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right. Let me make some notes here real quick. Okay, who's next? Joshua what? Mr. Biggums? Are you there? Joshua Biggums?
Yes, sir.
Morning. I don't know. It's getting close to afternoon. I guess still morning. How you doing? Okay, let me find your file here. Last time you were here back in December, said you were going to hire your own attorney because the state
Yes, sir.
won't proceed. Did you do that?
Yes, sir, Mr. Fleetwood.
Okay, Mr. Fleetwood, are you present? I lost you on the screen. Mr. Fleetwood, are you there? I see your box, but he went dark. He might have stepped out. Yeah, he probably stepped away. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Mr. Biggums. We're going to put you on hold again, and then we'll come back to you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good deal. Okay, next on is,
You can see if Rodavian Brown is on.
is there a Mr. Brown, Rodavion Drayon Brown? Are you on, sir?
Judge, I don't see him on. I also haven't seen him in my office in a couple of months.
Okay. Well, we'll come
I
back.
do know that he was released from Grimes County Jail, though.
He was?
Yes.
Okay, let me, I'll come back to that, okay? At the end of,
Okay.
see what happens. All right, the next one, done. Is who?
Samurai Day.
Actually, Mr. Day, your client is is a samurai Day.
Yes, yes, sir. It's Samia Ray, I believe is how she
Samia Ray.
says it. I spoke with her yesterday. I don't see her on the Zoom call. Perhaps she's there.
Okay. Miss Day, are you present? Okay. Well, why don't you try keeping locator, Mr. Day, and then
If I can be excused to make a phone
yes,
call, I'll
yes.
check back in.
Try that, Mr. Day. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Next one is,
Cody Frederick. Oh, that's Mr. Days also. Maybe.
yeah, we'll come back to him. I'm checking the ones with him.
Vernon Gill.
Okay. Mr. Ginn, are you present? Vernon Byron Ginn III. Okay, how you doing today, sir? I'm blessed in this day and age as well. If we're still walking, we're blessed right now. Okay.
Guys, would you like some background on him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the last time he was in court, judge told him that he needed to complete 8 hours of community service and the anger management class in order to be considered for a negative termination. We did get verification this morning that he completed the community service, but I still have no proof that he did the anger management.
Did you do the anger management, sir? This is what I have. Well, hold on. This is what I have in the notes. Okay, it says Lake Charles, Louisiana, currently unemployed. Hurricanes got his car, his home, his tools. If he does anger management class, state will move for negative termination. So the one thing they wanted was the one thing that evidently you didn't do. Is there a reason why you didn't do it or complete it? I've got the notes right here and they look pretty clear to me, but I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Okay. Hold on. What was the reasoning for not doing it other than you didn't think you had to do it? I mean, I'm sorry, you didn't think you had to do it. That's the reasoning. Okay. Go ahead. They are, but it would take a lot to have to go back and review every person that came on here before going on. This is the deal. Look, it's no big deal. I'm going to give you an opportunity here. Okay. I'm going to give you 30 days to get this done. Okay. Last chance, because I'm the new guy on board here and maybe there was some confusion, maybe not. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. All right. But I'm going to write in the notes that last time, and then there's not going to be any doubt the next time. Okay. Okay. So I need you to, what?
Judge, I believe that he was probably concerned with the financial issues, but I just typed into Google right now, anger management class online Texas, and there's one for $19.99.
Okay. So did you hear the probation department, what she just said? No, actually, you probably don't
The
remember.
class is online, sir. You don't have to be in Texas.
Hold on. Let me talk. I was actually, hold on. Let me finish. Okay. We're gonna let me talk, and this is gonna be we're gonna resolve it right here. I was actually present on that Zoom hearing the last time you appeared. I remembered when you made that comment. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. I don't think $20 is going to break the bank. And I know you've had some issues. Hold on. Just let me talk and then I'll let you talk, okay, in a minute. But this is what we're going to do. I don't think it's that big a deal. I think we're okay with this. You know, The prosecution, it's not like, I'm just going to set things today. If she wants to go forward, I'm going to have to go forward, and then we'll have to have a trial on a hearing on it, whatever. So I'm trying to resolve that, and I'm trying to understand your situation and your understanding of what Judge McKeag said. I get that too. So this is what we're going to do. I'm the new guy here. It doesn't matter what Judge McKeag said in the past. All right. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to order that you get online and find an anger management class. You can do the one that says Texas. Doesn't matter that you're in Louisiana. I'm assuming you can still get online and do that one. All right. Or find one. But I want you to do that, because if we come back here, I'm gonna give you 30 days to get it done. That's plenty of time. Okay. If we come back here and you do it, I'm going to terminate you. That's a good thing. It'll be done, over with. All right. So all you got to do is one class, and this is all over with. Okay. Understand? So that's what we're going to do. And because that's what they've agreed to do. Right, Miss Lacey? Is that your understanding?
Yes, and that we would move forward with considering him for negative termination if he did that. Although there are some other fees that we would also like him to pay, but previously we just said the 8 hours and the anger management.
That's my understanding of the notes, and that's what I'm going to go by. So if he completes this anger management class in 30 days, then my understanding, Mr. Whitmore, is your client. Is that correct?
It's my defendant, Judge. Yes.
Okay, you're good with that. If he does the anger management class in 30 days, we'll terminate him. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get, Mr. Gahan. Is that how you say it? My name is Gary Cheney, C-H-A-N-Y. Okay. You can do it online. She's saying there's a program online that you can do for like $20. Okay.
Just type into Google anger management online.
Yeah, type in anger management online. You can even type anger management online Texas, and you should be able to find it.
Judge, it's an 8-hour class.
8-hour class. All right. Yeah, he's retired, and I'm the new judge. I was elected here and sworn in on January 1st. That's okay. Well, okay. Miss Lacey?
He can mail it to our department, yes, or email it to his officer. And as soon as we get that, we can file the paperwork for the negative termination.
All right. So this is a good thing. This is a good day, right, Mr. Gain? Okay. All right. Well, then if you don't have anything else, I'm gonna excuse you. Okay. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and reset you for February 18th.
But if he gets it all.
But if you get it all covered, you don't have to appear. Okay. You understand? February 18th. Well, just in case, it's February 18th at 9 a.m. Okay. Is that the same address, Miss Lacey? I assume.
Wherever he sent the paperwork for the community service that we got this morning, yes, you can send the certification of your completion to that address as well. If you have any other questions, just call our department, okay? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. All right, you have a good day. All right. Bye. Okay.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
No,
Ms. Day is on the other line, and she says that she did not get the email invitation, and I can't find the invitation either to give her the phone number and the meeting code. I apologize. If you could forward that to me, I'll give it.
Hold on. We're gonna do that. Just a second. I got Sheila right here with me, so just.
I apologize for the extra
No, believe me, Mr. Day, it's this. It would be nice if we could actually have a courtroom again. We're
I
working
miss
now.
in-person court.
I do too.
Well, the in-court person is probably the fastest way to resolve cases.
Well, yeah, exactly. And not only that, we got a brand new courthouse that we need to have.
We got to use it.
Mr. Day, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
her email address so we can make sure we have it correct?
Ms. Day, can you give me your email address, please?
Yes, sir. It's
S.
A,
All right.
M as in Mary, I, A, D as in dog, A, Y, at ymail.com.
That's the one she sent. We're gonna try it again.
So they tried to send it to that email address.
We'll try it again.
I just sent it.
We just sent it, so she needs to be on the lookout.
So she just sent it to you, Ms. Day. So let me know if you get it, please. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, no problem.
It's coming from me as well.
It's coming from the coordinator, so
So
it'll say coordinator 506, right? It'll say coordinator 506. If you want, while we're waiting on that, Mr. Day, we have Mr. Frederick. Is he on the line?
I did not have an email for him.
Oh, okay.
So if he's on-
Evidently, Mr. Day, we did not have an email from Mr. Frederick. Cody,
yeah,
what's status with Mr. Frederick?
He's on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're on mute, Mr. Day. There,
sorry.
there you
So I had trouble contacting him, and I got a hold of Mr. Booker, and Mr. Booker was supposed to help me reach him and also tell him to show up this morning one way or another. And I didn't hear back from Mr. Booker, and I've had no communication with him.
Okay. You want to give him to the end as well?
Yeah, we'll call them all.
We'll call them all at the end if maybe he'll appear.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. Let me see. I'm not seeing Mrs. Day appear here. So maybe what we can do, why don't we do this? Just get her back on the phone and we'll
She's
just
going to call in. She did get the email, and she said she was going to call in, Your Honor.
okay, cool. I was gonna say either way we can skin this cat one way or the other.
Judge, apologize. I missed my name called Mr. Bigham's case, but we're ready whenever you are.
Okay, if you want, we can Mr. Bigham, are you there? Mr. Bighams? Mr. Bighams, you might be on mute. I don't see him. Do you see him?
I don't see him on there, Judge, anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Can you see if you can get him to call back in?
Yes, absolutely, Judge. I got a
All right.
number for him right here.
Thanks, Mr. Fleetwood. Okay, and then Mr. Day stepped out. And so,
No, I'm back.
oh, you're back. Okay, you went dark on me. That's why. Okay, let me see. Oh wait, I might have no. I thought I heard it be. Oh wait, you know what's at the top? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we might have Miss Day coming in. Give us just a second. Miss Day? Miss Day, can you hear me? I assume it's this one, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else. Miss Day? Miss Day. There we go. Good deal. Okay, we got you here. Just a second. Okay, I have actually an FTA for in November. Was a KPS actually issued? Were you arrested, Miss Day? Yeah. For failure to appear? Well, I'm just going by what, oh no, wrong day, different day, sorry. Okay, sorry. That's twice I've scared somebody today. All right. Twice I've done that, sorry, wrong day. All right, you're still living with your mother, is that correct? Okay, okay, I'm trying to read the message here. Looks like the state wants to proceed. I guess it may be probation or the prosecutor can bring me up to speed. The notes aren't clear.
Yes, Judge. Miss Day is charged with was placed on probation for assault of a public servant. She's had numerous issues while on probation. Namely, she's picked up a DWI, repeated alcohol usage, and it's my understanding she also has new pending felony charges in Harris County. An offer has been extended to the defense, and at this point, I'd like a scheduling order.
Okay, Mr. Day. You're on mute, Mr. Day.
So did you say, Mr. Dotson, that you did send me an offer on her?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
in the file.
I need to get, my client and I have been unsuccessful in meeting so far, and we're going to try to remedy that, Your Honor.
Okay.
And you certainly can give us a scheduling order if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do the scheduling order. Why don't we do March pre-trial, April bench trial? Will that work?
It'll work for me.
That work for you, Mr. Dodson?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so it's going to be March 18th pre-trial and April 8th trial, bench trial. Okay. All right, Ms. Day, thank you for appearing today. Sorry about the technical problem there, but again, thank you for appearing. And Mr. Day will be, you really need to get in contact with Mr. Day because this thing it's rolling now. So we're set for pre-trial and trial. So, you know, you definitely need to talk to your attorney. Okay. Do you have all his information? Okay. All right. Mr. Day's nodding his head. Okay. That'll work. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm sorry, Judge. One more time. What was that date so I can put it in my calendar?
Sure. Pre-trial is March 18th and April 8th is the bench trial.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet. Mr. Fleetwood, were you able to get your client? You know what? I can admit him. I see him. He's there. Never mind. Okay.
Yes, Judge, he's waiting to get back in.
Coming in as we speak. His audio's almost there. All right. Mr. Biggums, would you please unmute? Yeah, there you are. Okay. We're both here now. So let me find you your information. Hold on. All right. Okay. I have state intends to proceed. Said you would hire your own attorney. You've hired Mr. Fleetwood. So where are we on this prosecution?
State still intends to move forward, Judge. I do need to extend an offer. I can get that out to Mr. Fleetwood shortly. Other than that, I'd request a scheduling order.
When did you come on, Mr. Fleetwood? Recently, or?
As recent as yesterday, Judge, I was the original attorney for Mr. Biggums on the underlying case. We've got quite a history of Mr. Biggums, and so we'll be ready to proceed if we could just get a scheduling order. And I'll speak to Mr. Dotson about his case, and we'll go from there.
Okay, that works. So let's get a scheduling order. What day? We can do the same days. You want to do March 18th for pre-trial and April 8th for trial?
Yes, Judge. As far as the pretrial, I'd ask that Mr. Biggums, who lives out of state, continue to allow to appear via Zoom. Trial, will we be holding those in person or?
No, that's going to be all Zoom anyway.
So the bench trial would be, that creates an interesting conundrum there, because if somebody's found in violation of their probation, and not to say Mr. Biggums would do this, they just wouldn't have to show up. Huh?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
You don't want to do that, Mr. Jacobs, because then it gets really
No.
We'll send them the
I'll tell you
special
what,
information.
at pre-trial, we'll have a little more information on what's going on. With the COVID situation, I've just recently, as of the 11th, had to update our COVID plan for the county. So we might can we might can distance. But let's go ahead and keep the pretrial for March 18th. And what we might do, we'll have a little more knowledge, and maybe we set it out for trial a little bit later if we have to.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Mr. Fleetwood, for bringing that up. Okay, April 8th. So right now we're set for March 18th pretrial, April 8th bench trial, but we'll readdress it on the 18th. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. And I believe Mr. Biggums, can you be excused?
Yes, he can. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Biggums.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Who's next?
Is there Chadrick Haynes on? I did not have an email for him.
Okay, that's with an H.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Is there Mr. Chadrick Kentrell Haynes? Haynes. Mr. Haynes, are you somewhere on here? I'm not seeing Mr. Haynes. Okay.
How about Chadrick Johnson?
All right.
I believe he was in there.
Mr. Kedrick Johnson, I think I see you. Are you there, sir? Please unmute.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, good deal. All right, let me get to your information. Okay. What's the probation? What do y'all have? I have that he paid.
Judge,
Go ahead.
last time we was here last month, and he was supposed to have paid off everything for a negative termination. However, Mr. Johnson's indicated to me he had some financial issues. He was in the process of securing a title loan in order to be able to get it all paid off, but he was asking for a little bit more time. He said he believes 30 days should be sufficient to be able to get it all together.
Okay. Do you the prosecutor? Which one?
That's me, Judge. I don't have a problem with that. It's
Okay.
as long as that's the last time.
Okay, I'll put it on there. Reset for 30 days, and otherwise the state wants to proceed. Is that your?
I'll be paying 500 when I get off of Zoom.
Okay. So how much do you still owe?
After the 5 today, I owe $709.
Okay. All right. Are you still unemployed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at about $700.
Yes, sir. $709.
Is that restitution, or what are we looking at?
That's just supervision fees, Crime Stoppers, and drug test fees. We had previously waived his court costs, his attorney fees, and his fine.
Okay. So, and you said you're I'm sorry, the total amount in arrears is how much? 700?
After
Today,
today,
How much, Mr. Cryer? Hold on.
right now, it's $1,209, and I believe he's indicated that he's going to pay $500 today.
Is that correct?
yes, sir, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to reset you for 30 days. Can you get it paid off in 30 days?
I don't have a choice.
Well, I mean, if our docket's kind of full, I could give you 60 days if that would get her done. But we're not going to, after this next reset, that's going to be it. They're going to want to go forward. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Why don't we do 60 days? And that'll give him an opportunity. He is unemployed, so let's give him a chance.
March 18th.
March 18th. Okay.
And Judge, if we receive if he's paid in full before then, would it be okay if we submit the paperwork for the negative termination?
That would be great. So did you hear that? Mr. Johnson, if you get it all paid, they're going to send me paperwork. I'm going to sign it and you're done.
Yes, sir.
So that would be a sweet gig. Okay.
Yes, yes,
All
sir.
right, so really work on that. I mean, if this is one of those, if you have a friend or something you can borrow money from, now's the time. Okay.
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. Did anybody have anything else? Mr. Whitmore or anything?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You have a good day, Mr. Johnson. Thank you for appearing.
Yes, sir. You too.
Robert Johnson.
Just a second. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So who is it? Robert Johnson and Mr. Robert Johnson, are you there? Mr. Robert Johnson, let me see. If you're there, please unmute.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir. Thank you for being here today. Okay. It's my understanding, I guess, Dr. Probation, he's completed all his community service. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there any issues? What's going
I
on?
completed all my community service. I've done all my classes. I've done everything. I'm just behind on my fees.
And talk to me. Okay, is that true? And talk to me about the fees.
So the fees, he is delinquent, $180 to DPS, $680 on fine, $50 to Crime Stoppers, $100 PSI fee, $1,270 supervision fee, and $83 drug testing.
Okay.
He has completed his community service. He has completed his classes. However, he is continuing to test positive. We are hoping that you would be willing to give us 90 days with random drug testing in the next 90 days, and then we can review again on how he's doing.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, do you have an issue? Do you have a drug problem? You can't kind of get straight on your own?
Well, I've been struggling with it. And right now, I've been going to NA meetings. I found 2 NA groups online that I go to. So I'm trying to handle it. But
Well,
let
me ask you this. Can you make 90 days drug-free?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because if you can make 90 days drug-free, but now we got payment issues. What's your financial situation? Are you working?
No, right now I'm unemployed. I had I supposed to have a job interview today at 11, but I missed it because I was on here.
Yeah.
But I'm currently unemployed right now.
Okay. All right. Well, have you sought unemployment, or you have any prospects?
I'm trying to get a job. You know, I put in probably 10 or 15 applications every day, so I'm trying to get a job.
Okay. Well, this is the deal. I'm gonna extend this for 90 days, and I'm gonna order the random drug testing and as they requested. But you got an opportunity here. Money sounds more to be the problem if you think you can make the 90 days. Because if you don't make the 90 days, then it's kind of a moot point. But we really need you to get in there and start making some payments. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
is he paying anything, or is it just nothing?
I can look up his last payment for you real quick.
Well, that's okay. I need you to show me you're making an effort. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If the mountain seems, insurmountable, or if you don't think you can make anything, so I'm not going to pay you anything, that's the wrong way to look at it. All right. So I need you to start showing me that this is important to you, because it's important to me. All right. That you show me that you're trying to get your life straight. Okay. And that means being responsible when it comes to making payments. All right. I know you're
his last payment was made in April of 2020. And then also I will need him to report immediately to our office to get a random drug test today.
Okay. I know you're unemployed. So I want you to, I know it's going to take time to get 90 days. So you need to start making some kind of payment in here. All right. Just show me that this matters to you. Okay. The other thing
Yes,
is, you heard Miss Lacey, she wants you to report today to do a random drug test. And then we're going to do it off and on. But we need you clean for that 90-day period. All right.
Yeah, if I'm positive now, that's gonna make an effect, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
If I'm positive now, is that gonna kill me for the 90-day period?
Well, you're going to have 90 days. And so go ahead, no matter what, take the test today. And they're going to get a level, and then we're going to relook at you, randomly until the 90 days is up. And so again, if you put forth the effort to show me you care, and that by the end of this thing, there's no drugs in your system, we'll consider that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But this is serious. So I need you to take it seriously. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So good luck to you. And we're going to reset you till April 14th. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
good luck to you. And let's get clean and let's try to get some money in here. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You
Thank
bet.
you, Judge.
All right. You may be excused. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Who's next? Okay. Miss Brianna Juarez. Is she?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Page 3. All right. Let me see. Oh,
It's
there
my
you go.
case, Your Honor. It's mine.
All right. Let me get the notes here. Okay. Last notes I have is that you're currently living with your parents in Houston. You worked at Chick-fil-A
Yes,
as a
sir, but I
cashier.
don't work there no more.
Okay. Are you currently unemployed?
No, sir. I got another job.
Okay. Where are you working now?
I work at a GD program called 8 Million Stories.
Call what?
8 Million Stories.
All right. What do they do there?
It's a GD program.
Okay. Okay. And all right. And what's your monthly income or hourly rate?
$8.75 an hour.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm having that the last hearing, it was that you weren't reporting by mail as required. You were failure to pay fees and costs, failure to keep up with community service, failure to enroll in various classes and courses, and no high school diploma, no letter of apology. So where are we on that probation? Has anything changed?
Judge, her probation term expired on October 22nd of last year. However, we do still have the motion to adjudicate filed, but as of right now, we don't have no additional conditions of probation completed. And so far, she's only paid $85 and no payment's been received since November of 2018.
Your Honor, if I may interject, I have been in communication with Ms. Juarez, and she did tell me that she's actually they're low income. It's difficult right now. They're struggling because of COVID, and she helps support her mother. And so that's going to put a financial stress, and I don't know, if, maybe an inability to pay.
Is there any restitution issues?
No, sir, it's just her fines, Crime Stoppers, PSI fee, and supervision fee.
Okay. Who's the prosecutor?
Hey, Judge, I
what's
have
your-
a question for probation real quick. What's she doing on her community service?
She's completed 19, basically 20 of the 40 hours.
Okay, is that since the motion to adjudicate was filed?
I think that's just total. I'm trying to see how. Yeah, that's just the 20 hours since, so it's just 20 hours total been completed.
Okay.
Any opinion, Mr. Whitmore?
Really, Judge, what I'd like to see happen is for her to do her dope class and for her to do her community service hours, get those completed. I can understand her inability to pay during COVID under that situation. But I mean, she's not done her counseling, she hasn't done her dope class, she hasn't done her community service. Those things aren't as affected by, a lack of income.
Right. Go ahead.
Dope class can be done online. It's not even that much of an inconvenience. I'd like to see her make progress on that.
You just want to reset this and give her an opportunity to one more opportunity to try to get this done.
Yeah, if we don't see any progress by the next setting, substantial progress, then the state will ask to move forward with revocation.
Okay.
I'm in agreement with that, Your Honor. It's fine.
Okay, Ms. Juarez, I'm going to give you some time, and I'll even maybe I'll talk with the state about maybe working with you on some of the money issues. But what I'm more concerned about, I want you to attend these courses and make sure you get your community service done. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you realize how important this is, Ms. Juarez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because we're giving you another chance, and those chances are pretty much done. I'm going to put in my notes here that we're going to go forward if you don't show progress like Mr. Whitmore has requested. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I ask one thing?
Yes, Mr. Carter.
Could I ask this of probation? Are the classes free or are they reduced $5 or $10 a session, or does probation know?
They are just with our regular fees. So, but if she contacts our office, we could give her some options that are different financial applications we can make her. But she would have to contact our office. We'll work with her, but she would have to contact our office.
Did you hear that, Ms. Juarez? If you contact Mr. Cryer at the probation department, he has some options to allow you to take classes maybe at a reduced rate so that you can get all that done. Maybe some community service, he can help you with options on that as well.
Okay, can I get his number?
Mr. Cryer, would you provide your number?
979
Mm-hmm.
826.
I'm sorry, you said 8 what?
979 826 8051.
Okay.
Why don't you repeat that back, Ms. Juarez? Make sure you got it.
979-826-8051.
Great.
Correct. Okay, Mr. Cardenas, anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right, Ms. Juarez, you need to contact your attorney, stay in contact with him. And I'm sure he'll explain to you how important this is, because we're talking about a felony charge here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Next court date?
Oh, I'm sorry, next court date is? Let's give her a little bit of time. Yeah. I'm even going to give you a little bit of time. I'm going to give you till April 14th, okay, before we have our next hearing, okay, Mrs. Juarez?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much as well.
Judge Chaney, can I go next, please?
Yes, ma'am. You're the individual with the lamb. Is that who I'm seeing there?
Yeah, that's my dog. She keeps on trying to play with me, but I'm ready to go back to work.
I understand. Yes, I have no problem taking you out of order, Ms. Wilcox. It is Wilcox. That's what's on the box there. Is that your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not seeing you. Oh, there you are. Okay. Hold on. Give me just 2 seconds.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Miss.
You bet.
No, Susie.
Nice dog.
Okay. Let me find your notes here. Okay. Notes I have is working for home health care. Mom just passed away last week. This was in November. And I understand the state wants to proceed. So before you comment, Ms. Wilcox, I'm going to have the probation tell me what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Judge, she's in the process of still trying to regain compliance with her probation. However, we do still have an underlying case, no, new case in Montgomery County. So probation would like her to be able to come over today to do a drug test before 4 p.m. and then request a 90-day reset, just a status to see what she's doing, if she's still continuing to regain compliance.
So new case in Montgomery County, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
May I make a comment, please?
I don't know if you really want to or not, because he's resetting you for 90 days, gives you 90 days to kind of get things going. But if you want to
Oh,
make
okay.
a comment, you can.
I just wanted to say that I'm still in the midst of trying to get to get the paper saying that I served my time for the new case in Montgomery County. I still have to get that over to Miss Gillis, my probation officer,
Okay.
and I will be by there today before 4 o'clock. I got my stimulus check in and I cashed it yesterday, so I'll be able to make the payment that will get me out of delinquency with my probation fees.
Okay.
And what else? Yes, so I'm gonna continue looking for the piece of paper that shows my proof of serving time for the new case in Montgomery County. And yes, sir, that's all I have to say.
So you said the stimulus, well, you said the stimulus check will bring you current. Is that correct?
That's correct.
When can you have that to probation?
I'll try to make it in there today before 4 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely need you in there, but can you bring that check with you today or not?
I already, yes, I can.
Okay, so you did already receive it and you have the funds.
Yes.
Miss Wilcox, did you do a time served in Montgomery County on your felony?
Yes, ma'am.
If you can't find your judgment, you should be able to contact the Montgomery County District Clerk's office and get a copy of that.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so you understand you have to report to probation today for drug testing?
Yes, sir. Montgomery.
And to bring the money. And what else was she behind on community service, or is she good on everything else?
No, I'm behind on community service as well. I have like 25 or 30 hours left to do, but I just got my new job with my home health care. So I've been kind of super busy with that, but I will get my community service done as soon as possible. I'll try to get it done by the end of the month.
Okay. That would be good. Anything else, probation?
No, if she indicated that she might not be able to make it today, if nothing else, at least call us. But if she can make it today to do the drug test, that's what Ms. Gillis is recommending.
Okay, Mr. Cryer, is there any way I can get my payment in there today on my way to work? But with the drug test, can you ask her if I can just do that because we already have a meeting set for next month. Can you ask her if I could just do it then, or does she need me to do it before then?
She wants it done today if we can.
Okay.
Yeah, need to do it today. Okay.
Because I have the rehab class meeting with Mr. Chalker. I have that to do at 6 as well, and I wanted to try to get back into work today, but if she needs me to do it today, I'll get that done.
I understand you. Yeah, that's what Ms. Gillis is wanting, so you come today.
Yeah,
Okay.
get that done today. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, you're excused, Ms. Wilcox.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Hold on. You're reset till April 14th.
April 14th.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're excused. And is that? Oh no, I took her out of order. I took her out of order. Sorry. All right, where were we? Yeah, that's fine.
Terry King.
Okay.
I did not have it.
Is there who is it?
Terry King.
I don't see him on here.
He's on page 3. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Judge, I don't see him on Zoom. He was supposed to report through Zoom. He is on a motion. His term ends on the 25th of this month. And he kind of just does what he wants. He shows up to my office whenever he wants to report, not when he's scheduled. He continues to test positive. He's failed to do pretty much everything on his probation. So I would like the state to request a bond forfeiture.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Mr. Fleetwood, this is Mr. Sufal's client. Are you there?
Yes, Judge.
Let's see. I'm reading the notes, so give me a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I with the right one? Let's see. No, wrong key. Almost did it again. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do this because I feel like Mr. Fleetwood's at a disadvantage because of Mr. Sufal's situation. So let's reset this for 30 days, and then we'll readdress it on that day. And let's do that for February 18th. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet.
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Fleetwood, you might want to try to get a message to your client that he's not been cooperating according to probation. So,
Yes, absolutely. I'll speak with Mr. Sufal. He should be back in the office on Monday, Judge.
Right. I'm a big fan of showing effort. So okay. Mr. Lopez, right?
Yes.
What's next? McKenzie. Mr. McKenzie, Darren McKenzie. Mr. Cardenas.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Great, Mr. McKenzie. I appreciate that. All right. I'm showing there was a new offense of assault.
No,
No,
sir.
DWI, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
That's what I saw.
Wrong McKenzie. Golly, we got a lot of it's a strange name. Okay. Yeah, now I'm good. Okay. New offense, DWI, Brazos County, minor payment issues. Is that not you?
That is me. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
minor-
regarding the DWI, Your Honor,
Yeah.
that charge was, I think, from February of last year, and according to my client, they have not formally filed. No formal charges have been filed against him with it.
Correct,
In Brazos
sir.
County.
No court date has ever been filed. I've called my bond agent when I check in every week, and there's still no court date set at all.
Okay. How do you I guess probation, talk to me.
He has not completed any additional conditions of his probation. That DWI charge, the motion to adjudicate is based on that DWI charge, delinquent fees, community service, which he has since finished, and a failed drug test. I'm sorry, it wasn't a failed drug test. It was a failure to submit to his drug test back in June, and then a failed drug test for alcohol in July of last year.
Okay. So
And
what
he's
do you-
delinquent
you
about
want-
$600.
Oh, still owe 600?
$629. He's delinquent.
I think we can make payment towards that. I think he and I have spoken about that. I think we're waiting for the stimulus check to come in, and maybe another payment. We can make some inroads on that, I believe.
Yes, I can make I actually have the money to make a payment today. That's if they could show from my history that I've normally I have paid, even the times I was late, I would pay. But that's why it had amounted up to so much, because I just went flat broke.
So where are we on? Looks like to me the main reason y'all wanted to proceed on the, I guess I'm speaking to a prosecutor here, was because of the new charge. Is that correct?
I'm not sure who the prosecutor is on this case.
All right.
What's
What do
the
you think?
defendant's name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
That's
Just
me.
so just can I interject real quick, Judge? Because I was just checking the Brazos County judicial records, and it is apparent, based on their website, that the case has been filed as 20-04229-CRM-CCL1
Okay.
on December 17th.
Well, some bad news for today, Mr. McKenzie, but at least you know that it's been filed. Okay, so what's your recommendation, or what do y'all want to do with this at this point? Hold on, Mr. McKenzie. I'm just want to find out what the state wants to do.
Chad, is there already a motion to adjudicate filed on this one or a motion to revoke?
There is a motion to adjudicate already filed with the new offense.
Very separate pretrials.
Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. It turns out we've already set for pretrial on this.
Right, we already
So-
set for, I've been,
Oh, today's the pretrial.
right, I've reached out to the probation officer. I haven't heard back, so.
All right. Well, give me a
Field
recommendation
officer.
on the
But he-
prosecution. What do y'all want to do?
As we noticed, he has completed his community service. He has reported. He had the one hiccup. It appears it's the money and the DWI that are the hiccups.
All right. So do y'all want me to, has been set for bench?
We don't have a bench trial date. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We don't have a bench trial date set. Do y'all want to reset the pretrial? Do y'all want to set
I'd
this
like
for-
to reset the pre-trial for one setting if possible in order to see if we can make some sort of inroads, see if we can work it out by the next pre-trial date.
Ms. Bradshaw? is that-
That's fine, Your Honor, because I'd want to also reach out to the other county to kind of get a little bit more specifics on the DWI as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Then we'll reset it till when? Oh, okay. How much time do you think you'll need to reset on the pretrial?
I'm fine with resetting to the docket next month.
Does that work for you?
That should work fine with me, Your Honor. It should work fine. We'll have an idea where we're gonna go.
Okay, we'll reset it until February 18th.
Good.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Sean, also for checking that.
Oh, yeah, you bet. And Mr. McKenzie, if you'll just check with Mr. Cardenas, he can explain
Yes,
to you
sir.
kind of what's going on. Okay?
I have, yeah, the question, what was the thing that you said about December 17th?
Oh, I didn't say anything about December 17th, did I?
You said something about bad news or,
Oh, no, I said bad news that you didn't know until the prosecutor told you that you had this charge that has been filed. And so I was letting you know that's not good news for you because, you were hoping probably it wouldn't be filed. So, but
no, it wasn't that. I just never had a court date when I was checking in, so I didn't know.
Okay. I think at first I was reading the wrong McKenzie. No, maybe not. I'm not sure, but there's nothing in the file that I recall about a December day. So
Okay.
I'm not aware of what you're referring, but
That's
but
when
we're good.
Sean mentioned that the DWI was filed with Brazos County Court on December 17th of last year.
Okay, that's when it was filed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're set for pretrial on February 18th. Obviously I would still get the rest. You said you can get the rest of the money in even today. I would do that.
Yes, sir.
And what else? You need to do everything else that's kind of part of your probation. Mr. Cardenas can talk with you about all that.
How much is your payment going to be today, Mr. McKenzie?
Can I do like something around 500?
Okay, thank you.
And then I think that'll drop it down to like 160 something. And then I think I'll have like 700 left over or something like that, or 1,000 left over, something like that. This close to that.
Okay.
All right. Well, then that's all I have, Mr. McKenzie. You may be excused. Okay.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet. Mr. McNeil, have we done that? Okay. Ms. Parham, Jerry McNeil.
Yes, Judge. Mr. McNeil, would you unmute?
Yeah, we already have bench trial set in this case.
Judge, I have been in communication with probation and the district attorney's office, and I believe they're going to request or are in agreement with a reset for review.
Okay. Who's the prosecutor?
Ms. Bradshaw is the one that responded to me.
That's me, Your Honor.
Ms. Bradshaw, do you want to reset the bench trial?
That's correct.
Okay. How much time do y'all need?
The probation department would like a 90-day to check his status. So I'm perfectly okay with that to make sure that he's still in compliance with his probation.
Okay, so you want an additional 90 days from the trial set in March or 90 days from today?
If it's already set in March, then maybe if we can get one more day in between now and that March date, that should probably be fine.
Okay, so you want a new pretrial date?
Yeah, Judge, if we can just back up
Next
the
pretrial date
pretrial
would be
date 90
February.
days.
Is that what you want to do, Miss Bradshaw? You want to go to 90 days on the pretrial? That's going to back up your trial. I'm good either way if y'all agree.
Well, if they're looking at his compliance, that may involve additional information before we have a trial. And other than trying to bring him in compliance, which it appears to be what's happening, I don't believe there's been any other offer made, because I did ask them what was going on, and they both said they're looking at a 90-day reset to review his compliance.
And I think that's because, Your Honor, he's coming back into compliance. The only thing is there was another positive UA. So if we can get him to stop smoking dope and get back into compliance, I think we might be okay with continuing the probation, but we have to get there first. So.
Well, all right. So why don't we'll split the baby. Why don't we do 60 days on a new pretrial, and we'll do 60 days on a new bench trial from that. That makes sense.
Okay.
Is that right?
March 18th, and do you want to just set the bench trial out at that time?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll just reset the pretrial till March 18th, and we'll address the bench trial date on that day. Why don't we do that?
Yes, sir. Sounds
with
good.
all the COVID stuff anyway. So, okay. So we're going to do, you bet, pretrial reset until March 18th. Okay. No. Okay. We'll reset bench trial date. Okay. That's all I have.
Are there any additional instructions today from probation?
Just as long as he keeps his appointment with Ms. Gillis and keep working on trying to regain compliance.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all?
You
All right.
understand what's happened, Mr. McNeil?
Ma'am,
Do you
I heard
understand?
everything. I
You're
heard
good?
everything. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's not a problem. All right. I'm gonna let you go then. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Excused. All right. Thanks,
Thank
Mr. Kim. Okay, Mr. Middig. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Let me find your notes. Okay. On December 12th, it looks like defendant was in the hospital. Is that correct? With pneumonia?
Yes, sir. I had pneumonia then. I got out and I went back to work for half a day and nearly passed out, and I had pneumonia again. And then I got about a week later, I caught COVID.
Okay. So when was that? That was in December?
No, sir. That was I went back to work on the 4th or the 5th of January. I was there I made it till about lunch, and then I couldn't breathe very good, so they sent me home. Went to my doctor. She tested me again, my lungs and everything, and I had pneumonia again.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let me see what probation has on what's going on with it's Mr. Middig.
The last time he was here, his probation term actually expired on December 19th. So we did rush a violation report through. His warrant was actually served by Grimes County Sheriff's Office on the 7th of this month while they did a compliance check. And he was released the next day from jail. So this is his first appearance on his motion to adjudicate. And he's had a continued poor compliance with his conditions of probation.
He has been in compliance or has not?
No, he's had poor compliance.
Poor compliance. Okay. Okay. So what's your recommendation, or do you have who's the prosecutor on this?
I am, Your Honor. We just filed a motion to adjudicate, so he just needs a scheduling order at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Is it Midig or a Midtag?
Mid-tag.
Sorry, Mr. Midtag.
That's okay.
Are you currently employed?
I am, but I don't know if I'm going to have a job once I'm able to go back because I haven't been cleared from the pneumonia or the COVID yet because it turned into COVID pneumonia.
Okay. So how long have you been employed at this job?
I've been there for over a year, but I haven't been able to work since about December
Okay.
5th or 6th.
So you don't know if you have employment or not, is what you're telling me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you supporting anyone? Do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many children do you have?
2.
Okay. And you pay child support or they live with you?
I pay child support, and my wife is in Eagle Pass. I came down here because of my my charges, because of the classes.
Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and proceed and get a scheduling order. So it sounds like to me you need an attorney. Do you plan on hiring one, or you want me to appoint one? You're eligible to have one appointed.
If you can appoint one.
Okay. Adela, who do you have on the list?
Mr. Richardson is next, Judge, on the list.
Okay, Mr. Richardson. This is Mr. Mittag. And are you there, Mr. Richardson?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, tell Mr. Mittag what you need from him.
Tell you what, Mr. Mittag, do this for me. Do you have my office number? I may have run it you originally.
I think you did.
All right. Do you have something to write with right now, and I can give you my number?
No, sir. I don't have anything on me.
That's all right. I'll take yours. I just was going to prevent you from telling it to the whole world, but that's okay. Hold on for me 1 second and let me write it down. What's your phone number?
936 306 9021.
All right, my secretary is going to call you, get you in the computer, get all your contact information. If I can, Judge, I was a little distracted. What are we set for right now?
We're not. We're getting ready to set that. So how much time do you think you need, Mr. Richardson?
Is probation or the DA's office say what their intentions are?
We just filed a motion to adjudicate, Mr. Richardson.
Okay. Can we do 60 days, Judge?
Does that work for you, Ms. Bradshaw?
That's fine.
Okay.
And if we could have a pretrial and then a bench trial setting?
We can do that. Pretrial in 60 days. What day is that? March 18th. And pretrial March 18th. And then bench trial. When do you want to do that? You know what? Let's just set, with COVID and everything going on, let's just wait till the pretrial date. We'll set the bench trial that day. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. You may be excused, Mr. Mittag. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you.
And then Mr. Fleetwood, Mr. Montoya. Let me get to his notes. Oh, we didn't have an email address on. Is it? It's Miss Montoya, right? Guadalupe. Okay. Yeah. Have you been in contact with her, Mr. Fleetwood? Might have stepped out again. I don't see.
And Judge, last time he was here, he was released on a PR bond. The probation office, we have not heard from him since he's been released. So,
okay. I was hoping Mr. Fleetwood was there. He might have stepped away. We'll come back. I don't see him on. Is he gone for the day? He might have thought he was over with. All right. We'll try to contact Mr. Fleetwood. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We've already done Mr. Moore, right? Mr. Nava, are you present? Edward Lewis Nava? I hear
Yes, sir.
something. Yeah, there you are, sir. Okay. Probation, talk to me. I don't have any notes.
Judge, he was just recently released from Austin County Jail, but he does have a pending felony in Austin County, addition with an Austin County motion to revoke. This is his first appearance on his motion to adjudicate. He's, other than the new offense, he has delinquent fees, possession of a firearm. He hasn't done his evaluation in drug class, and he's failed to report to our office by mail. In addition, that he hasn't paid anything since he's been placed on probation.
Okay. And what are the felonies in Austin County? What are they? Do you know?
It looks like it's a disorderly conduct charge.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They have
Judge,
to,
Who's the prosecutor?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. I assume you want to proceed. Is that
Yes,
correct,
sir.
Mr.
He probably needs an attorney and a scheduling order.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Mr. Nava, are you
yes, sir.
are you currently working?
Yeah, I just started a new job.
How much do
A
you?
ranch handler.
Where are you working?
A ranch handler. They pay daily.
Ranch handler. Okay.
Yeah,
And how much do you make there?
about $100 a day.
And
Almost.
how much do you get to work every day?
Not every day. Not. It's just raining today, so
Okay. All right. Do you have any kids at home?
got 2.
Okay. And do you support them? I mean, are you the primary be responsible for supporting them?
Yes,
Does
sir.
your wife work?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you have any are y'all together? Y'all live in the same household?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you pay child support?
No.
Do the kids live with you or her?
But I buy the kids what they need though.
Okay. Is there any current order in effect regarding child support?
No.
Okay, no order. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like you're going to be able to satisfy the requirements. So I'm going to appoint you an attorney if you want one. Do you want to hire your own or you want to appoint one?
No, I want to appoint it.
Okay. Adela, who's next?
Mr. Barrientos, Judge.
Sparrientos. This is Mr. Nava. Tell Mr. Nava whatever you need as far as so y'all can exchange information.
Mr. Nava, I'm going to give you 2 phone numbers. The first one is my COVID related phone number. In other words, the easiest way to get a hold of me. And you can even text me. Are you ready? Hello,
Okay.
Mr. Nava,
Yes,
you ready?
sir.
Okay,
Yes.
it's 281 536
536.
6316.
Okay.
Now, if you will text me, this is cool. You can text me on this number. Go ahead and text me your email address if you have one, and go ahead and text me your home address so I can have it on file.
Okay.
My next telephone number is my office. You can call me there anytime you want. Due to COVID, we're not at the office every day, but go
Okay.
ahead. I'll give it to you. That's 281
Mm-hmm.
298 9511.
What was it?
281
No, the last 4.
9511.
9511. Okay.
Okay.
And what's your name again?
Ernest.
Ernest.
Yes. You can call me also Ernesto. You just put an O. It's either
Okay.
either or.
Ernesto. Okay.
Now, what is your home number or your cell number, whatever?
979.
I'm sorry, what's that?
398. 979.
979
98.
98.
398. 9217.
For some reason, I'm having a hard time picking you up there. Let's try one more time, and so I can get back to the court. Probably has quite a bit of business left.
All
Go
right.
real slow.
979.
979
398. 9217.
I
Did you get
probably didn't take it. I don't know if I took it down right. I wrote 979-9398-9217.
No, sir.
Okay,
After 979 is 398.
3,
398
got it?
9 8 9 2 1 7.
You know what? I don't want to hold up the
Well,
court.
I could text you. I can text you off that number. I'll
Text
text
me
you the number off
your,
the number.
yes, text me your telephone number, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
And real quick, Judge.
Hold
Judge,
on.
when we get a
Prior-
reset, we need to
I
probably,
have the date. The reset date's going to be for status, April 14th, 2021. And at that point, if y'all are going to proceed, we'll set a pretrial at that date. Okay.
will that be morning or afternoon?
Morning, 9 o'clock.
What's the date again?
All right.
April 14th, 9 o'clock a.m.
14.
Hold on. Mr. Cryer had something for you, Mr. Nava. Hold on. What did you have, Mr. Cryer?
Mr. Nava, have you contacted Mr. Anders at the Austin County office that you've been released?
No, I haven't. I've been by people that had the COVID, so I'm finna go take a test for it.
Oh, make sure you at least contact him today, so that way he knows that you're out, and that he. 'Cause
Okay.
you could report by phone if you're pending your results, but you just need to contact him.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will do that today.
Thank you, Mr.
Well,
Nava. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, you're excused. Okay. All right, next on the docket, Larry Darnell Palmer. Mr. Palmer?
Judge, I don't see him on the call.
But I thought I would at least ask. Okay. All right. Perez, right? We haven't done. Yeah, Miguel Perez. Is there a Miguel Perez? Okay, again, I don't have any notes on this, so probation, if y'all bring me up to speed.
Judge, this is Miguel, first court appearance on his for a show cause hearing.
Okay.
He's had poor compliance with his sex offender counseling, delinquent fees, and only 8 of the 60 hours of community service completed.
Okay. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of echoing there. So he didn't complete the full, repeat what he's violated. I'm sorry. Repeat his violations, please.
He's had poor compliance with his sex offender counseling.
Okay.
He's only completed 8 of the 60 hours of community service.
Okay.
And he's very delinquent on his fees to the probation office.
How much does he owe?
And he's total delinquent $1,343 as of today.
How much has he paid?
He's paid $2,690.
All right. And you said he's done 8 hours of community service?
Yes, he's completed 8 of the 60.
Okay. Anything else?
No, Judge, we just need to.
Done all classes?
I believe, Judge, I was just needing more than anything for him just to get back in compliance with the sex offender counseling, because we've had a history of poor compliance with O'Brien counseling.
Okay, that was my question. So he's not complying with counseling. Okay, and so what are you wanting to do, or is there a prosecutor that has a recommendation at this point?
Your Honor, I would probably recommend a 60-day reset for status. And if the defendant is not gaining any compliance at that point in time, we'll probably be looking at a motion to adjudicate.
Okay. All right. Give me. Okay, we're going to reset for status to March 18th, 9 a.m. Mr. Perez, the probation department is going to send you a reset form, but you need to put it on your calendar, March 18th, 9 a.m. for a status. And let me just tell you right now, it's very, very serious if you're not attending your counseling. Do you understand that, sir? Well,
Your
you know,
Honor, and I just want to mention that these are really strict compliance. So if next time we come back and we're still in this same situation, then we're going to move forward at that point. We're not going to be dealing with any excuses.
okay, Mr. Perez, I understand you have to work, but some things are more important. And this is one of them. You know, the charge is very, very serious. And we need you to comply with this counseling. It's imperative that you do that. Do you understand that, sir? Okay, so we don't need to hear, hey, I tried to call and nobody answered. That's not going to cut it. Okay. All right. Looks like you've done decently on the paying. You know, that's a good thing. You paid almost $2,700, and you still owe $1,300. So keep doing the paying, even if it's just a little bit. Get that knocked down. And I know you're working, but you still need to try to also figure out a way to do a little bit of community service here and there to get all this stuff knocked out. Okay. All right, because you know, when you did the deal, that was the deal you agreed to. So we're holding you to it. Okay, so you need to make sure, especially the counseling. I need to see the effort. Okay. All right, Mr. Perez, you have anything else? Okay, you're excused. You do good. Okay. All right, you bet. Bye. Next case I have is Rivas, Sebastian Lee Rivas. Oh, that one's taken care of. Good.
Judge, if I may, I'm looking here. The only people I see other than lawyers and staff is my client, Mr. Leon Williams, as far as being on the Zoom.
Is that the only other thing?
John Carter was the only other.
Okay, we have one more, but we'll take Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, are you there? Leon DeMarcus Williams is here? Okay, let me get to your information sheet here. All right. Last time you were here, Mr. Williams, you were working at a truck stop in Columbus, making $10 an hour. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Your last few days were clean. I need to check with probation on that. And you did all your community service. So those are good things. So probation, what's going on?
He's had continued drug positive UAs. At this time, probation's requesting either safety with a term extension or proceed the revocation.
I'm assuming the prosecutor feels the same way.
Judge, I mean, at this point, I feel like we should move on with revocation. He was supposed to, as a part of his condition, to attend intensive inpatient treatment, and he didn't.
Okay. All right, Mr. Richardson, what's your understanding?
Can I get just get an update on his last drug test, the last few drug tests he had? I heard the court said he had some, I thought I said negative, maybe you said positive, but
The last drug test we have on file from him was February 26th of 20, and that one was positive for marijuana with a diluted sample.
Okay, see, yeah, go ahead. I'm just going by what the notes were here, but and that was November, I think, is when that. But anyway, so you're saying, so in November he was clean, but in February here, I'm sorry, November he was clean. Is that not right? Because you said he tested. Did he even have a test in November?
Well, November of 2019, he was clean.
Okay. Well, no, yeah. Well, I'm not sure what they did. It looks like.
But the problem we ran across, Judge, is the reason why there hasn't been, his probation term expired actually March 26th of last year, but we still had the motion pending.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
we've been given an offer on him, Judge. I just need some time to talk to him, and if the state plans on proceeding with the revocation, I don't know if the court wants to do a pretrial like they did on the other one, and then set it for a bench trial if it's not resolved before then.
Ms. Hudspeth, any opinion on that?
Judge, I'm fine with putting it, I know we're here for review, so I'm fine with putting it on a scheduling order. And we can do a status and then a pretrial, and Mr.
Okay.
Richardson and I can work towards resolution.
All right, well, I'll tell you what we'll do.
Without a trial.
We'll go ahead and just put it for a status hearing, and on that day, we can set the pretrial at that day. Yeah, you want to do March? Will that work?
That's fine with me, Judge. Levan, just send me an email.
March work for you, Mr. Richardson?
It will, Your Honor.
March 18th, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Williams, did you hear all that?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you need to stay in contact with probation, do what they say. You know, a lot of it is just showing effort. You know, maybe things can change, but also I need you to make sure you stay in contact with your attorney, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Thank you.
I think there's one more you said. I don't see, somebody just came in, let's see. Right there.
I asked who else is on here.
Okay, is there anybody else on that we haven't covered?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Brown, Dylan Brown was set for a plea. I sent the paperwork to Adela. That's Mr. Fleetwood's client.
Oh, that's for this afternoon.
Okay, we set it for this afternoon.
Yeah, 1:30.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
No problem. Oh, you know what? We were waiting on Mr. Fleetwood for another matter, weren't we? Mr. Fleetwood's gone, isn't he? Let's, who is this client? All right. Okay. Well, I get, who's Erica?
That's Miss Gillis. She's with probation. She's just listening in.
So do y'all see anybody? I'm not seeing anybody else that's on here.
Judge.
I don't see anyone else that's on the docket. Are we going to go back and do the
We
failure
are.
to appears?
We are, just a second. Somebody was asking a question?
I think my client was a failure to appear, Mr. Cody Frederick, Judge. I don't think he showed up.
Yeah, let's do those. We'll run down the list again. The first one I had was yeah, Mr. Rodavian Drayan Brown. Mr. Brown.
Oh.
Are they still there in the assembly room?
Let me ask. I think they're gone. Is anybody in the assembly room?
Okay.
Great.
What I'll do is I will send the names to Deputy Castillo for him to
Call out. Okay. We're going to send, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the list. Obviously nobody's here. And then we're going to send the list of names to Mr. Deputy Castillo, and he's going to call out the names. And then after that, you can, you can make your motion on the record here that if he doesn't appear when the deputy calls his name, then you can make your motion. Okay, for prosecution. All right. Okay, so first of all, Rodavian Drayan Brown. My understanding that's your, no, I'm sorry. Mr. Brown, are you present? Mr. Brown. Rodavian Drayan Brown. Okay. Is there a motion on Mr. Brown?
Same moves for bond forfeiture, Judge.
Okay. We'll have the deputy make that call, and if he doesn't appear, then we'll move for that. We'll sign that. Okay. Next person is, I have Haynes. Oh, I'm sorry. This one. Oh, last name is Frederick.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Day's client. Yeah, Mr. Cody Dewan Frederick. Cody Dewan Frederick.
I'm sorry, Judge. I just got an email from him and he's saying that he had to go back out to work in West Texas at the oil field or in the oil field. And I requested that he call me immediately. Could we hold on that, please?
Yes, we'll hold a little bit. Okay. All right. Next one I have is Haynes. Is that what you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chadrick Cantrell Haynes. Chadrick Cantrell Haynes. Okay, thank you. All right. We'll also do the same thing. We'll have the deputy call out his name, and if he doesn't respond, we'll go forward on the bond forfeiture. Next one. Yeah. Guadalupe Montoya Jr. That's oh, you know what? We need to contact Mr. Fleetwood real quick. But either way, we can move forward on that. All right. We'll go ahead and I'll contact Mr. Fleetwood, but we'll announce this. I'm going to announce it 3 times. Guadalupe Montoya Jr. Guadalupe Montoya Jr. Okay. So, any emotion on that? Prosecution? Anybody
Steve
there?
moves for bond forfeiture.
Okay, that'll work. All right, again, we'll ask the bailiff to announce her name 3 times, and then we'll proceed. Next, Palmer. Larry Darnell Palmer, Larry Darnell Palmer, Larry Darnell Palmer. Motion?
It's a show cause, Judge.
Oh, never mind.
So we're not gonna be able to do
Yeah, I can't do that. Show cause, never mind. All right,
probation control.
yeah. One of,
Hayes
probation.
was also, I'm sorry, Hayes was also a show cause, Judge.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay. I didn't see that to the side. All right. That's on me.
Probation will probably move forward with filing a motion on those.
Okay, that'll work. Which one? Hayes? Haynes. Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. So what was the last one? Who?
Turner.
Okay. Yeah. Don L. Turner. Don L. Turner. Don L. Turner. Do I have a motion?
State moves for bond forfeiture, Judge.
Okay, again, we'll have the bailiff call the name out 3 times and then proceed on the bond forfeiture if he doesn't answer. Next one is that it? That's all I have.
Is Mr. Turner actually a motion that's been filed? It says review.
There's a motion.
Yeah, it's a motion. Motion to revoke. Okay. Anybody have anything else?
I have some questions, but I'll just get with Sheila after court.
Okay, long day. I'm sure
Judge,
this-
do you still need me at 1:30 for puncher?
It's a plea, so I'll need somebody. I get. Wait for who?
Fashara puncher?
I don't have that.
It's, yes.
It was set for a bond revocation originally.
Yes, Judge, you actually have plea papers on that. You've had them for some time. It was reduced to a misdemeanor charge and it's set at 1:30.
Okay, I'll be back at 1:30.
Okay, I'm not sure. We have the paperwork. Okay.
Well.
I'm sorry, I've got telephones ringing.
Oh, no, it's okay. I think they're still working on the paperwork, at least to get it to me. So, but we'll as soon as we get it, we'll go forward. Is there, and was there somebody else? Mr. Day, you had your hand up.
I'm sorry, Judge. So my client in this, I don't think I dropped the ball. I think he left several messages with me and I was unable to contact him, but he's saying that he.
Well, let me ask real quick. Maybe we cut to it on probation. What's his name again?
Frederick, Cody Frederick.
Okay, Frederick. Let me look at what we got on him. I mean, like, what is he charged with?
Hey, give me a second.
On the MK.
Okay, what's going on with on probation on Mr. Cody Frederick?
Judge, he has a new offense here in Waller County. In addition to that, he's delinquent on his fees, community service, no evaluation, no class, drug class, no decision-making class completed.
What's the new offense?
There's assault bodily injury, and then there's also a possession of controlled substance.
Oh, he got 2. What was the first one? I didn't hear the first one. I didn't. You cut out on me.
Assault bodily injury.
Oh, assault. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. I would prefer to talk with him at all possible. Have you tried to contact him, Mr. Day?
I sent him
Assault
an
charge
email.
kind of bothers me just to reset him.
Well, I replied to his email, but in his email to me, he said that he stays out working for 21 days and will be home for a week. So I'm requesting that you consider resetting him so that when he's off, he can be present in the Zoom docket.
Okay.
And the allegation in the motion to revoke is that he committed assault in December of 2018. So that's not a new case as I read it, but anyway, he has been diligent, I believe, in at least trying to call me. I think he's missed me every time, and I did not. It's possible that I dropped the ball, so I hate to have him punished for my mistake, I guess.
Okay. Does the state have a problem with resetting this for 30 days so we can try this one more time?
Judge, I don't. given his work situation. But if he fails to appear at the next docket, the state will definitely want a warrant issued at that time.
Okay. We're, Mr. Day, we're going to reset him for 30 days. What's the February 18th?
All right.
And we'll go from there. Tell him he needs to be here.
I'll do it, Your Honor. I appreciate it. Thank you so
You bet.
much.
No problem, Mr. Day. Okay. Everything good? Do we have anything else?
I believe so, Judge, and I'll see you at 1:30 on Miss Punchard.
Yes, ma'am. And Mr. Pryor, you were holding your hand up.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Real quick.
No problem.
Has anything been done on Brian Scott Sanford?
He was reset.
Okay.
Mr. Looney's on that case.
Yes, so he was reset to March 18th.
Reset to March 18th.
Okay.
Does
Thank
that
you.
help? Anybody else? We good?
I
All right.
sent Sheila an email for my questions, so I'll just get with her later. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lacey. All right. Appreciate it, guys.